It's become a cherished human tradition to sit around a campfire telling scary stories while on a camping trip with your family. And yeah, maybe sometimes Uncle Sheldon will take it a bit too far with his graphic tale of some overloaded testosterone meat man named Raw Vandergore filleting a bear. But for years, these campfire horror stories have been dominated by retail workers. They have the most terrifying stories to tell. They'll put the fear of God in your whole family. They'll send your fucking family to bed sucking their thumbs, sending shivers down their asshole. But I thought it'd be fun today to look at a positive customer interaction in a retail setting, so I found this video here to demonstrate how lovely the experience can be.
Laugh at me, goddammit, don't you laugh at me!
My money back.
Yes, you are!
You can quit her.
Me!
And here we're immediately introduced to our three protagonists of this short film. Now, the one who's currently shouting is exactly what I picture in my head whenever I think of an evil librarian. She looks exactly like a mean, angry lunch lady from a Pixar film.
Directly, it won't let us.
Yeah, and it's already out of my account, and I can show you that you've already taken my money. So you need to give me my cash. And if I end up on YouTube, I will personally sue your ass.
I'm just documenting it.
In the camera woman's defense, I did not find this video on YouTube, so she should be spared from Ace Customer Anchor Arms legal wrath. I, however, am posting this on YouTube, so I guess I'm gonna have to start sleeping with one eye open. Also, just a side note, I fucking hate when people say they're personally gonna sue someone. No, you're not. You're not gonna represent yourself. You're not that fucking dumb. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stand up in court and say, "Oh, excuse me, Your Honor, I just didn't like the cut of their jib. Can I have their car now?" What do you mean I lost? No, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go home, you're gonna argue with your husband and threaten divorce for the 5th time that week in front of your children, then you're gonna flip to the back of the phone book to try and track down some slimy grease beaver, then you're gonna pay them $100 in an over-the-pants hand job to try and represent your ass for this stupid fucking case you're gonna try and drum up. You're not personally suing shit. That mucus goblin lawyer that you're gonna track down and pester is going to be the one doing all the work. So don't have the audacity to say that you're personally suing anyone.
I can do the same thing with her laughing.
I'm not laughing, ma'am.
Yes, you are. You want me to show you on my phone that you are?
Please.
I don't even understand her thought process on this one. Do you want me to show you that you're laughing by recording it? What kind of fucking plan is that? That's not exactly bulletproof. You see, look at this. You're laughing in this video. Oh, well, color me purple. What do you know? I am. And I'm still laughing. Because you're a fucking idiot. And if the rationale was, I'm gonna record her laughing at me and post it on my Facebook, then why? No one's gonna understand the context. It's just gonna be you making a ruckus and someone laughing at you. Makes you look bad.
That you are what?
Laughing?
If we end up on YouTube, I will sue you.
I'm not putting it on YouTube.
But
I'm
if
documenting.
it ends up on
Oh,
Facebook,
it's going to end up on Facebook.
It will not go
I
to
will
Facebook.
sue you.
All right.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That plot development was pretty easy to predict from a mile away. Just taking one look at her, you could guess that she would be the kind of person to immediately threaten suing someone. So now our brave camera woman is coming under fire again. That's 2 potential lawsuits here. I mean, it's fucking raining lawsuits up in this one. They're just tossing lawsuits like they're baseballs at a dunk tank at a carnival. However, once again, the camera woman is safe because I did not find this video on Facebook either. They're 0 for 2 right now. If they were smart, they would have made a blanket statement. If this video ends up online, I'm suing your ass. Then I'd be fucked. I'd be up shit's creek without my ass crack. I wouldn't legally be allowed to watch this video. It'd have to be ending up on the dark web for me to find it. If they made that statement and it still ended up online and I saw it, I'd have the fucking Special Ops Navy SEALs busting through my windows right now to arrest me. Obviously, I'm kidding. No matter what incoherent babble they could have mustered up to drivel out of their mouths here, nothing they could have said would have given them any legal ground to stand on to sue anyone at all in this situation.
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, because you can't record if you don't want to be recorded. And let me tell you, my attorney, I love you.
That's kind of a half-hearted attempt at threatening another lawsuit, so I'm still just going to count that one. So she's at 3 potential lawsuits here, which is a pretty impressive statistic given that it's only been like a minute. Also, just to clear up a common misconception, you are allowed to film in public, contrary to what assholes like these would tell you. It's 100% legal, even on private property like a retail store, unless it is openly and clearly defined and stated by the established retail place or whatever location you're at that you're not allowed to film. You're allowed to film. And this happened at a Sears. Sears would have everything shy of fucking cocaine and heroin on their shelves if it meant getting people in their store. I'm pretty goddamn sure they don't have a sign saying you can't film.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not.
I hope everyone does your fucking job.
Okay.
Y'all need to.
Okay.
And I'm calling Sears too.
Okay.
What? I don't care what you have. Find you another job.
What's your point?
What's your point?
You need to shut your damn mouth and stay out of it.
I
you
have
best
kids
man.
too.
Yeah, you do have kids, and it seems that they're very well-adjusted adults judging by this video here. Shoutouts to the red-haired girl that's now filming this from her perspective. Surely that's going to look good on her Facebook. Hey, hashtag super strong woman standing up for herself at a Sears against the evil corporation. What the fuck are you thinking here? No one on your Facebook, no matter how close they are to you, is going to see this and take your side. You got your fucking pugilistic mother over there threatening to go over the counter and beat snot out of the employees here. And you have the woman next to you shouting up a storm too. Also, you're shouting in front of your kid while carrying another kid. You don't look good. No one is going to take your side, and I see this so much. The person who's in the wrong starts filming because they're so delusional that they think that they're in the right. It's disgusting. It's fucking sick.
Should get you another job. A better job. Than being clerk at $10 an hour.
You're screaming. It hurts my ear.
I'm sorry. Did you get your money?
Bye. You can quit
Bye.
recording me before I knock it out of your
Bitch.
fucking hand.
Bye.
Knock it out of her hand.
Yikes, what a scary, hollow threat on the way out. Honestly though, it's refreshing to see good parenting like this. What an example to set for your children. Hey, if you're unhappy with something, get as loud as you possibly can and start threatening the shit out of people. Throw a fucking embarrassing tantrum. It'll work. Unless of course it doesn't. But yeah, the point of me showing you this video is to show you it's not all bad when you work in retail. Sometimes you'll get enjoyable experiences like this with a family as pleasant as them. Actually, I don't even know if they're family. I don't know if they're even related. Maybe they're just three strangers feeding off each other's energy. I couldn't tell you. But again, the point is, the customer's always right. No, I'm just fucking yanking your nipples on that one. The customers 9 times out of 10 are fucking assholes like this. There's a viral video going around on the internet right now that really struck a chord within me, deep within my soul. A video that is about a short man getting very angry and he becomes a massive douchebag asshole. I'm sure most of you have seen this, but from the perspective of a short man, we're a rare breed, so I figured you'd want the unique perspective of a man who's below average male height. I'm 5'6". And one thing I'd like to say about this video before I play it for the few of you that haven't seen it, is this video is so embarrassing on this guy's part that it made me feel tall. Watching this video made me forget that I was short, and I was just laughing at this guy like, this fucking loser must suck being short. And it didn't occur to me until I went to take a shit and I looked at myself in the mirror that I was like, God damn, wait, I'm short too.
You're a great woman. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites.
So you're looking at the protagonist for this new sitcom called 2.5 Hobbits. He's very upset that he's short, and allegedly, according to the girl who posted this video, this took place at a bagel shop, and he was just being misogynistic asshole to all the women, and that's when they started filming it, and he immediately starts talking about dating sites where girls make fun of him, which leads me to believe that he had just got rejected on Tinder, and Bumble, and Match, and Christian Mingle, and his favorite Twitch streamer rejected his application to be a mod, so I'm guessing just all around was a bad day, and he took it all out on women at this shop.
You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not standing, pal.
This is the highest level short man rage I've ever seen documented. This is the kind of shit you only read about on Reddit. I actually couldn't even believe that this was filmed. It's like filming Sasquatch. This is such a high level of short man rage. It's like DEFCON 3 of short man rage. It's unreal. Just looking for a fight, constantly on edge, looking to be disruptive. I wouldn't be surprised if before he even got into the bagel shop, he started sizing up a 7th grader, thinking to himself, yeah, I can take him. He may be a little taller than me, but I can definitely beat his ass. That'll impress the girls around here. But by far my favorite thing about the entire clip is the little chest bump on the guy ready to rumble. He chest bumps the dude's nutsack. This guy is so short, and the guy he's trying to tussle with is so much taller than him that when he does the little chest bump to be intimidating, His tits are rubbing the man's penis. His nipples are handshaking his scrotum.
You shut up too. Just like, no, go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing.
The classic, "What are you gonna do, stab me?" says the man who got stabbed. "Hey, go ahead and attack me," as he gets fucking tackled by a dude 5 times his size, a fucking college linebacker out of nowhere. I imagine he immediately regretted that decision to try and act that tough around that guy. And the video goes on, but this is the one that's viral, but there is a follow-up to it that shows what happens after he got taken down.
Oh, and a guy 3 times my size. That's okay? What happened? Well, I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck your fucking breath.
There's no need to laugh.
You think that's funny, right? That's funny. Now I'm going to say, right. You think that's funny? All you women.
What a fucking roller coaster he took us on there. First he says, "Fuck that bread," wants nothing to do with it. He's above that bread. An alpha male doesn't need that bread. But then Alvin and the Chipmunks start laughing at him. Fucking Looney Tunes style laugh comes in and he changes his mind immediately. "You know what? Fuck you. Give me that bread." Bang. Snatches it up. I wish he had scarfed it down for a power move, or since he wants to really puff his chest out and be an alpha, I'm surprised he didn't drop trow and start peeing on the bread just to show his dominance over the bread. But he kind of pussies out, picks up his bread, and then goes back to just being a really huge asshole and insulting people.
All you women say shit like shit. All of you. All of you. Yeah, all of you.
You want to go.
No, you women need to stop being so fucked up.
He then went home to make a blog post about why nice guys like him don't get the good-looking girls in society, and it's a shame. He is a nice guy, as you can clearly tell, well-adjusted. He seems to have a good head on his very small shoulders, but I think it's really sad the lack of self-control and most likely self-awareness. I guarantee he went home thinking he did nothing wrong and that society was just beating down the short guy again. Now, he says he's 5 feet in the video. I don't know if that was an exaggeration or if he's under 5 feet or above 5 feet and he was just exaggerating on either spectrum. Doesn't really matter. You know, there's nothing you can really do about your height. You can either be an insecure little bitch like this guy and take it out on the world, you know, shaking your fist at the clouds because you're upset that you're so goddamn short and it's unfair, or you can just live with it, fucking deal with it, and don't be such a little pussy. Have fun with it. Make jokes about it, but why act out like this at a fucking bagel shop? No one wants to be around a guy like this. But I mean, yeah, I don't really have a very super unique perspective on it. To be honest, I just kind of wanted to make jokes about this. But it really is sad that my fellow short brethren act out like this, and that's why a lot of people expect short man rage occasionally, you know? There's no reason to be this insecure about something that you just don't have control over, and that's about it. So yeah. I think there's something very special about Halloween that makes bad mothers even shittier. Just something deep within them. The beast is unleashed on October 31st and they become turbo shit moms. I've held on to a grudge for the better part of 2 decades, and it all started as a child trick-or-treating in a neighborhood where, you know, sometimes a house isn't home, so they leave the candy out on the porch in a bowl, you know, with a sign, "Please take one," or just be considerate. And every single fucking time that was out there, I knew I was getting no candy because some goddamn twice-divorced, miserable mother took all the candy and put it in their child's bag so that way they could conclude trick-or-treating early. That happened every single year that any house left that open, and I know it was the moms that did it because I was friends with all the neighborhood kids, and they would complain about their mothers taking all that fucking candy for them and ruining trick-or-treating. And that tradition, 20 years later, is still happening on Halloween. It's fucking crazy, but now we have those doorbells that, you know, like ring, that show you a video feed of what's going on, so now you have like the fucking conclusive proof. You know, it's not just the boogeyman stealing your candy, it's just shitty moms. So I wanted to go over some of that footage and just kind of make fun of the trashy moms, and it's all moms. I haven't seen any clips of a dad doing it, probably because the dad either didn't want to go out or wouldn't be bothered to fucking fight over candy like a feral animal, literally pushing children out of the way for fucking candy bars. But the clip I'm going to start us with isn't a trick-or-treating robbery from a mother. It's just a crazy mother on Halloween who pulls over a car for some shit and then just goes nuts. And the reason I'm showing that is just kind of set the tone of what Halloween brings out of bad mothers.
Calm down.
If It's okay. I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe
Sorry.
that told me
Bitches.
to calm down.
The first frame really tells you all you need to know about the woman. She looks like a deranged lunatic. This looks straight out of a horror film, like a scene from The Shining. She looks like something a horror legend would be based around, like a creepypasta or a cryptid, you know? Evil single mother Karen emerges from the mists and knocks on your car window, and if you roll it down, she steals your children's souls, like a modern-day La Llorona, or the Not-So-Slender Man. Again, there's no context for why she's so mad and pulled this car over, but it's very clear Amy Schumer is having a bad day.
What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
This could actually serve as a really good advertisement for Kids Bop. Kids Bop is so good you won't hear your mother being a piece of shit to total strangers right next to the car. It really doesn't matter what the situation was that caused this. Even if she was totally justified in being mad, she lost any chance of anyone being on her side, and now she's the biggest asshole here for making this car pull over and escalating it to this level in front of her children. And the main complaint she has is that the woman was telling her to calm down, which sounds totally reasonable. Hey, let's calm it down here. Don't whip your tits out and try and start a fight or spit on us right in front of your fucking kids right there. That sounds totally reasonable to me, and especially when they were apologetic in the beginning of the video, they could have just let it be. But she keeps it up, and she just comes out the biggest asshole. Now let's move on to some Halloween candy robberies from some great upstanding mothers.
Here, open it up. Open it. Open it, Chris. Open it. I'll take it off.
Oh yeah, baby, jackpot. That's a big haul tonight, Jill. You got 99 cents worth of candy going into those bags. Perfect. Shit parenting in action, baby. There it is. There's always an assumed risk when you leave candy out like this. Yes, a kid's gonna take more than you'd like them to, an excessive amount, but you never expect a parent to get down and dirty in the trenches stealing candy. And stealing is a word I'm definitely using loosely here, because you're not fucking stealing it. This isn't some grand heist, no GTA shit here. It's just you're taking candy from everyone else in the neighborhood, so when they go to that house, they'll be disappointed there's no candy left, and you're making your children's trick-or-treating experience far shorter just because you want to get this shit over with faster. I think that's the main reason adults do this. I don't think they're just that hungry for candy or that willing to just exploit people at every turn. I think it's just, I don't want to be trick-or-treating with my kid. Let me fill up their bags as quick as possible so we say it's time to go home. Which sucks.
Gabriel gets her off. Did you get a good big thing? Yeah, I did. That's good, baby. Gabriel, give me the bag. I'm leaving. We're taking it.
At first, I thought this looked like a premeditated robbery, like she had come out here with the desire to steal as much candy from these doorstep bowls as possible, because she came out with the hoodie on, the jacket, hands in the pocket. I thought she was concealing her identity. Then I realized she's not wearing a mask and it's fucking Halloween, so if you were trying to be stealthy, you just wear a fucking costume and they wouldn't know who it is. So there's no shame. She's just out here literally taking candy from babies. There's another really good video from this Halloween yesterday where it's a mother and the daughter. They go up to a house and the mother just starts taking all the candy and putting it in the bag. And the whole time the daughter's saying, "You took too much." The daughter very clearly doesn't feel great about the mom taking all the candy, but the mom's just, shut the fuck up. We're making it big. We're doing it big here. Then she runs away with all the candy, fucking literally holding her daughter by the arm and running like they just committed some type of high crime, like a thief or some shit. I guess she was trying to live like an action movie fantasy by taking, diamonds or something. I don't know, but it's just fucking 2-cent pieces of candy. I can't show you the clip because the people that uploaded it sold it to one of those organizations that copyright strike and try and sue people that use the video without having contacted them for licensing rights first. This will be the last clip I showcase bad mothers for Halloween with. As you can see, the Lola Bunny cosplay there, or Playboy Bunny, I don't exactly know what look that's going for there, is raiding these chocolate bars right now. I guess she thought it was chewing tobacco, so she's really going hard on collecting all these like Pokemon. And by the time she's done, there's none left. There were 3 fucking full boxes of candy bar, and you bet your ass none of them survived her wrath. What a sweet mother and a real princess. I had an itch, and the only way to scratch it was to find a nice new public freakout. This one's a little special. It comes from one of those gate attendants that work the gates at those high-class areas where a guard comes out and say, hey, who you see in here? Who do you know? Do you want to buy crack? Okay, and then they let you through. Yeah, this lady here you're about to see has that position, and she's going on like a fucking power trip. She's going full-on Paul Blart, looking to dispense some justice, and the only way she knows how, through bad acting and whining on a telephone.
Some guy in a car, and now he's videotaping me.
Because this is unlawful.
Ma'am, he's running me over.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, hurry, please hurry.
Yeah, she's a real thespian, and I have to commend her for her method acting. She even pretends to run away from the vehicle, even though the 911 operator can't see that. She starts backing away from the car, looking all panicked, and then she gets into like a defensive position, like she's trying to stop a fast break in basketball. She really gets into the performance to sell the narrative, even though she didn't need to. She could have just voice acted the performance, but she takes it the extra mile. She has the voice of an angel. Feels as though your ears are being caressed by a chorus of 1,000 mermaids. I don't know who Mike is, but he's nowhere to be found. And if these piercing screeches weren't enough to get his attention, then that guy just doesn't fucking exist, or he's already run very far away from this woman.
Yes, please! Hurry, ma'am! Ma'am, I don't know, and he's a lunatic, and he's videotaping me! Ma'am, please hurry! Mike!
Her face looks like a thwomp from Super Mario 64. I bet if you actually did hit her, she'd make a sound. I decided to look into this one because who knows, maybe it was possible she did actually get hit by this car before they started filming. I mean, if I got hit by a car, I'd probably start going crazy too and start screaming for Mike or some shit, but I probably wouldn't be blocking the car that just hit me. I'd probably want to get the fuck away from it. I'd be afraid of it at that point, because if they've already hit me once, what's going to stop them from doing it again, especially if I'm acting like a huge asshole. But anyway, the story is, the guy filming this pulled into an area he didn't mean to be in, so then he pulled around to leave through this gate, and this lady here, Judine, was the gate attendant, and she's stopping him and going on this crazy power trip. I've never seen a Judine, I've never even heard the name Judine before, but this looks about right for Judine, and this just really seems like some straight up Judine behavior.
You're in trouble.
How
You're
so?
going to jail.
How so?
You're hurting me.
How?
You just ran over, ma'am, please hurry. He just ran over and he's still moving. Please, ma'am, please hurry.
Now, I really do like her approach here. She's ramping up. She's up in the ante here. Like, ma'am, you gotta get the fuck over here. My God, he's still moving. But I don't think that's enough. You need to double down on the lunacy in the narrative. Ma'am, hurry up. He's still moving. Jesus Christ, is that a bazooka in the backseat? Holy shit, he's getting it out. My God, it's shooting sharks. What the fuck is that? Is that Joseph Stalin in the passenger seat? Ma'am, hurry. Then you go back to the bread and butter. Mike.
I'm gonna start. Stop. Hurry.
Ma'am.
He ran over me. He ran over me.
She's saying I ran over her.
He ran over me.
Reinforcements have arrived, and they're not on Judine's side. They kind of come over just to make fun of her. Which, who wouldn't, you know what I mean? It almost looks routine for them. They just calmly walk over. They look genuinely embarrassed from the few frames you can see of them. And it just seems like a common occurrence with Judine. Oh, shit. Judine's throwing herself on top of vehicles again and calling the police. What the fuck?
I have the whole thing on recording. Sir, come on.
No, you're good. Hey,
This is unbelievable, man.
good. We just heard it on the radio. The cops are already coming.
Can I please go?
You can't. The cops.
I can. I absolutely can.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. If you
I want him arrested. I want him arrested.
I have done nothing wrong.
He's gonna leave. He's gonna leave. He'll run over you, Chase. Chase, get Marvin, please. Call Marvin. Please call Marvin. Get him out of here.
She was really out here making a last-second push for an Oscar. However, it didn't pay off. The man did pull away. He got about a mile or two down the road. Cops pulled him over about this call. He showed them the video. They let him go. No charges. Judine gets fired. Happy ending all around, and pretty much what you'd expect. But I don't think it's all bad for Judine, because this really shows her acting chops. She's able to convey a schizophrenic old woman beautifully. So while the door may be closed on her time as a gate attendant, perhaps a new door has swung wide open in her acting career. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see her on the big screen. That's it. So yeah. I think it's time we finally talk about the true victims of the coronavirus lockdown and quarantine, which is of course the middle-aged, short-tempered Karens. These brave women have been trapped at home for the last month with no one to complain to except their anti-vax Facebook groups, no one to yell at besides their husbands, no managers that they can speak to. They have all of this rage bottled up inside of them, but nowhere public to melt down and let it all out in a nuclear explosion of screeching and screaming and threatening lawsuits. But the good news is things are opening up again, which means the Karens now can go back out into society and make it a worse place. So please join me on this adventure. I'll be your host. I'll be like fucking David Attenborough here, and let's observe the Karens going back to their natural habitats after their hibernation.
Fuck you!
Oh, keep driving. No.
Ah, wonderful. A chain-smoking middle-aged woman with her siren song, such an angelic melody, true mastery over her divine vocal cords, able to deliver this banshee's wail, fuck you.
No, it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Driving. Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
We have a car.
The wild Karen's sharp instincts kick in, hearing the sound of potential danger. She feels as though the essential oils in the backseat of her car are threatened by a potential predator, so she lashes out blindly, hoping that the guttural shouts and puffing of her feathers will be enough to scare away the enemy.
Yeah, this is a roadway over here, ma'am. Can you please move
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now, as I'm not fucking moving.
Can you please move your car?
Thank you!
She didn't mean that thank you. That wasn't sincere at all. I'm starting to get the feeling that she's just not a very pleasant person to be around.
Okay?
I don't listen to you either, Shield. Listen, you short fucking piece of shit.
Now you've gone too far, lady. Out here looking like the substitute teacher at Hogwarts for the Defense Against the Dark Arts course. Fucking scary looking loud lady. Fucking hanging out in this drive-thru looking straight out of a 1970s newspaper comic strip. Truly rude from this woman here. This woman looks like menopause. She looks like if menopause was a person.
Okay? Grow
Oh
some,
man, she called me a short fucking piece of shit.
grow some
Get
fucking
the fuck out
balls,
of here.
baby. Grow some fucking balls.
Shut the fuck up and leave. We're
No,
blocking traffic
I'm
over
not
here.
moving. Talk all the fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. The white lady's fucking crazy. You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker.
Okay, that's enough.
No, it's not enough. It is not.
Unfortunately, that's where the video ends, but I don't think her anger stopped there. As you could hear, she was still screaming, still going in really hard. I half expected her to take a baseball bat to her own car just out of the confusion from the anger, just hurt itself in the confusion. It is truly baffling how someone can get this upset and have so little shame to just do it in public like this, and I think that's what makes Karens so special. They don't have that level of shame or self-awareness, so they keep going out and embarrassing themselves. And since they've been locked up for a month, they have a month's worth of embarrassment to catch up on, so they're really kind of speedrunning that because there's been so many of these things going on. I'll show you a few of them. Let's keep going.
People here that's enjoying themselves, okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the last part. Now what are you doing? Now what are you doing? Hey, sweetheart, there's kids here. There's kids here.
This one was actually one of the saddest ones and most embarrassing in my opinion. This is a Karen that's been heckling a group of street performers that are performing for these people that are just now leaving their house for the first time in a month, just to give them something else to think about and entertain them. And Karen said, well, I can't imagine anyone having fun. I'm pretty miserable. Everyone should be miserable. She's like Dr. Zalost from Courage the Cowardly Dog, very unhappy, so she's shooting her cannonballs of unhappiness at everyone around her. So she just plants herself here. She gives this very incredible Ginyu Force pose here with the double middle fingers. Really bold stuff.
There's kids here. There's kids. Oh, you should have some respect, sweetheart. Please, thank you. Could you please leave? Could you please leave?
She refuses to leave. This is a 4-part TikTok video. I didn't even know TikTok had anything other than just shitty lip singing and dancing, so this was kind of an interesting surprise. And I'd like to bring attention to this. I know I'm no major fashion icon myself, but I do have to say I don't understand her sock decision here with the different links. It's like Titus from Final Fantasy X with his pants. She has a sock that goes up to her knee and the other one's an ankle sock. So that right there tells me that she just desperately craves attention, so she's trying her best to be unique and not like the other girls with her fashion by having different lengths of socks, which is kind of sad, but it also fits in line with what she's doing here, making herself the center of attention for no reason and at the cost of everyone else's fun.
Sweetheart, we're doing flips in here for format. Can you please move over? You were just standing right there. Why would you come right here in our way? Can you move over? Can you please move over? Can you please move over? Please? Please? Can you please leave? Can you please leave?
Spoilers, she doesn't leave. She's made up her decision. She is going to ruin everyone else's day because her day and most of her days are apparently not very good. So she's taking it out on everyone around her. And this persists for a long time. I'm not going to show every part from this very pathetic saga here, but I am going to show a little bit. We'll go to part 2 now.
No, you don't have to give her anything, don't.
One of the mothers from the crowd is begging with the lady to please leave because they want to watch the show, and of course, the Karen refuses to do that. But what I find extremely interesting about this part, as you just heard, some woman in the crowd expressed support for what she's doing by saying it's a public square, she can stand wherever the fuck she wants. I think that is incredible. I will never understand how people can see behavior like what this woman is doing and be like, you know what? I agree with that. She should be allowed to ruin everyone else's day. It's a free country. If I want to ruin everyone else's day because I'm fucking miserable, I can do it. And fuck all of you. I like that the crowd stood up and said fuck off and told that lady to leave and she immediately left. I just have to wonder how. This is huge. Everyone, no matter what, will always have supporters. No matter how heinous and unlikable you are, there's always going to be people that will support you. I don't know if that's uplifting for some people to hear or not, but I think it's depressing. There should be objectively wrong ways of handling things, and this is one of those from this Karen standing here ruining the day, and yet still someone finds a way to support it. Crazy to me.
We're gonna wake this place up. Follow me, fellas. Let's wake this place up. Everybody wants the Soul Brothers back. Follow me, fellas.
Luckily, this fairy tale does have a happy ending. The police show up and escort her the fuck out of there, which is great news for everyone there. It's pretty wild how long it went on for, though. The police had enough time to walk over there and get her out before she left. That's a long time of just making the atmosphere worse around her. And I know she's going to go home and think that she was in the right. She probably talked about it on Facebook groups about how brave she was. And, you know, everyone clapped when she ruined the performance. Everyone was thrilled with her stand for justice or some shit. So the delusion, I'm sure, is still there. I don't think she had any amount of self-reflection or awareness for what she did or how bad she is as a person for this kind of shit. But that's Karen's in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next one.
3 inches away from our fucking car. I couldn't even get into my fucking car. I had to climb over.
Oh, but you're sitting in it?
I had to climb over, dumbass. Did you not hear what I just fucking said?
While yes, that experience does sound traumatic, there was another way of approaching this situation. You could have backed the car up and then got in normally. You chose to climb over the driver's seat and turn that shit into a playground to get there.
Just fucking stop. If you post that, I will sue you, you stupid.
Go right ahead. We'll sue you because you can't post someone's face on the internet without permission.
I'm gonna go.
For some reason, these Karens that spend the majority of their life on Facebook and reading 50 Shades of Grey fanfic still don't seem to understand that you can't sue someone for recording you in a public situation. But I do like the way she phrases that. You can't put someone's face on the internet without their permission. It reminds me of Arthur, where you can't go on the internet and tell lies. It has that same level of innocence to it to a certain degree, but I think it's time they finally get educated on Facebook instead of just believing in these fucking weird conspiracy theories and shit, to understand that yes, it is totally legal to record in public.
On top of my car, she's videotaping us illegally. She's talking shit.
It's not illegal. illegal. They're threatening me. She told me she hopes I get raped by a pitchfork, and I'm gonna go to the cops, and I need evidence.
So what is the problem? They parked
I couldn't get into my car. I had to climb over. And then when we were talking about it, about how close they parked, she came and went, "Oh, you stupid ass bitch, you want to talk?"
And wrong. I told you my boyfriend did not hit your car because you said if my boyfriend hit your car, you were gonna call the cops.
Yeah, this shit is devolving into elementary school shit really fast, and the security guard clearly wants nothing to do with it. He leaves like a second after he just says, "Hey, can you just handle it?" and he just walks away. Respect to that guy, because who the fuck wants to be in the middle of this?
Stop arguing with the stupid fucking whore. If you keep arguing with the fucking whore, they keep arguing with you.
If I find that video online, I'm fucking suing you and I'm calling the cops and they're gonna come get your ass.
I do appreciate that threat right there from her. You know, that's some Xbox Live shit. My dad works at Bungie, and he'll get you banned if you steal my sniper again. It has that same level of energy, so there is a level of intimidation in there. That's pretty much where the video ends. It's just back and forth of just, like, baby whining, like baby raging at each other. I don't know. It's not even, like, insulting anymore. It's just kind of like actual whining. But, yeah, all over a parking spot. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I think there's something about cars that really tap into the primal rage receptors of the Karens, because a lot of the Karen outbursts happen around vehicles, so it's kind of like this catalyst for explosion among the Karens. It's very interesting. It helps channel their aggression and really bring it to the highest level it can be.
You impotent piece of shit! I hope your kids get cancer! What are you looking at?
She's all over the place now, attacking the spectators. She sounds like Miss Piggy having a fit, throwing a weird little tantrum here. She's speaking as if she's writing this shit on Twitter from behind the computer monitor, but in real life you can't hide behind an anime profile pic, so now she's just got her face attached to this despicable shit. Honestly, a pretty thrilling conclusion. I would have liked to see where it went, because she was clearly in hot pursuit, like some Mad Max shit, honking that horn, coming in hot. But unfortunately, there's no more to that video. But yeah, there's been a ton of Karen sightings and incidences over the last week or so. I just felt it wasn't necessary to show every single one. I think these kind of represent the general attitude of how it's been getting reacclimated to the, you know, Karen meltdowns out in the world. Now that they've allowed to leave their homes, and you know, they don't have to keep tapping into the wine cellar reserves, so it's getting wild out there again. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, the world is currently experiencing record levels of Karen activity, and scientists are still baffled as to why. I truly don't get why there's been so much Karen shit going on out there right now. Maybe it really is something with Wi-Fi. Maybe 5G is causing these middle-aged women to be more prone to meltdowns and just losing their shit in public. I couldn't tell you, but it is absolutely remarkable. So I'd like to show you what a max level Karen looks like, the final boss of Karens. This is like in Power Rangers when all the Zords come together and fuse to form the Megazord, but with all the Karens coming together, fusing into the Mega Metapause. This lady is pretty notorious, in fact. There's been a lot of sightings of her. She's like Sasquatch, but without the blurry photos, and a lot less cool.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? Next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
Look at her. She looks like an angel here, a heavenly glow shining down upon her, the Archangel of Wine. So this is a very popular video I'm sure a lot of you have seen. This was our first exposure to this wonderful woman. And one thing I'd like to point out is sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone that they're an unpleasant person to be around. This lady's dressed like she's in the witness protection program here, trying to conceal her real identity. This outfit just screams, I'm an angry old lady.
What did I do? They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to yourself.
You had these stairs and that
Why don't you go somewhere else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Her voice is an absolute assault on the ears. The screeching is so high-pitched it's like some kind of weapon that'd be used for crowd control. She sounds like if Miss Piggy inhaled a ton of helium and then got, like, tickled. It's a truly ear-piercing screech. I don't know how anyone could stand to even be around that voice for long enough. She's like an X-Men, but like an evil X-Men, so like one of Magneto's crew. It's truly terrible to listen to. And apparently the issue is the girl was stretching on these stairs, and the old lady wanted to go down the stairs, which she still managed to do, but she didn't like the fact that she was stretching on the stairs. She just went down, so I guess... she wants the stairs entirely to herself. I don't know how the fuck she walks downstairs and why someone stretching on them would be such a hindrance unless she's walking down like this, trying to take up as much space as possible. I have no idea how she could possibly have found trouble getting down there just because she was stretching on them.
Oh, you Get the fuck out of this world! Get the fuck out of this state! Go back to whatever fucking Asian country you belong in.
Okay, racist.
Fucking bitch! This is not your place!
In a surprise to absolutely no one, she turns out to be racist, and if you look on her chest, it looks like she's got Tony Stark's arc reactor coming out of her chest, but what it actually is a gold medal. So congratulations to her for receiving the gold medal in racism presented by the Deep South Sister Kissing Committee.
This is not your home! We do not want you here! You put that on Facebook, I hope you do, because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out.
These are the people that use Facebook. Facebook is a fucking curse. I guarantee she thinks the only website on the internet is Facebook. It's just the only place she goes. It's where she gets all of her fucking garbage. It's truly a terrible place. But I don't even understand her delusional logic. Like, I hope you put this on Facebook because people beat the shit out of you. Why? I don't understand. She hasn't even, like, said a word. So her just filming her meltdown is somehow gonna get the filmer beat up. I think Meemaw's been hitting the sauce a little too hard. She's living in a fantasy world. I just can't understand the logic. Hey, look at this video of an old woman melting down. Let's beat up the person that filmed it. Like, even this lady's inbred family would probably be on the side of the girl filming this. Like, yeah, Grandma was looking like a real piece of shit on this one.
Don't you ever say, oh Jesus, to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch!
There's other stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck wears black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
Now, I'm no expert on the California sun, but I'm gonna wager a guess and say it's not too different from just the normal sun. I'm pretty sure, and take this with a grain of salt, wearing black in the sun is probably okay, but this isn't the end of this lady. This was only our first encounter, the first phase of the boss battle. In fact, this outrageous octogenarian walked away in this video to go to her car in a nearby parking lot where she was filmed again being loud, yelling, and racist. So she was really just on a spree this day. She was speedrunning racism.
Great. Did you just make a racist comment?
You know what? I am not a racist person.
You just made a racist comment.
You need to go home.
That's right, baby. The Princess of Piss is back, and this time in HD. She's up close and in your ass. Experience the highly anticipated sequel to The Meltdown on the Stairs. New York Times is giving this one 2 thumbs way up.
I am from here.
Look it. Go home.
I am here from here.
Go home. I don't care about your Facebook or your video.
Oh, okay. You're making a racist comment right now?
Do you know how many people can't stand you being here?
Oh, great.
You play games. We don't play games.
Oh, what kind of game are you playing?
I play games where you get fucked to death.
That sounds like a very aggressive game. I consider myself an elite gamer, and not even I would play a game like that. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll notice that she said this exact same thing to the girl, minus the getting fucked to death part. She left that part of the game out, but she did say to the girl on the stairs, "We don't play games." So game time for this lady is over, kaput. She has put the kibosh on game time. She doesn't like games anymore. She's quit. You know, she said, Bethesda's taken my money one too many times for garbage products. I'm done playing games. Now, I'm fucking to death or something. It's hard to say, but she clearly liked games, but she doesn't like games anymore, so now she keeps bringing up games.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Let me take your card. Let me put your number plate too.
You get away
Great.
from me.
So this lady...
You are going to go to real jail now.
I cut out the part where he's showing her license plate, but she was saying she's gonna call the police on him now. I can't imagine what for, but this lady just hates Asian people. So I can't even imagine what this fucking police phone call she's planning is going to even consist of. Yes ma'am, what seems to be the emergency? Yeah, this guy's Asian? What do you mean, go fuck myself?
Well, great, you are.
Me, kind of man?
I think you're
You
going.
understand me, kind of man? You understand me, kind of man?
Respect.
Respect.
Respect people.
Respect.
Lady.
I can't understand your language,
Respect,
man.
lady.
Respect? Then you move your car. You're
There you
way
go.
too close. Get away from me.
There you go. You don't even know how to park the car.
Yeah, I forgot, can't cut out the license plate here, but I definitely need to show you what this is about. So she's super mad because his car is close to hers because she can't fucking park her car. It's fucking terrible parking job. I don't know if she's drunk driving or just too old to be behind the wheel of a vehicle, but this shit is deplorable. And he's not even that close to her car at all. She just really wanted an excuse to be racist again. She hadn't had her fill from like an hour before this. It's crazy. It's hard to even imagine an old lady as unlikable as she is. Just a giant asshole.
You don't even know. There you go.
Do you know who my family is? Do you know who your family is? Go home to your family.
Here she goes again, mentioning her family. She's speaking like an affluent teen in high school who's bragging about daddy's riches. She's treating it like it's some Game of Thrones shit where her family's gonna come out of nowhere riding on horseback to save her from nothing. I mean, she's not like in anything. She just creates her own problems and embarrasses herself. She's just a big piece of shit.
This is from your government.
Respect,
Go home.
lady.
Go home.
Get
This is
educated
from my
and
government.
respect.
This is from my government.
Get
Go home. You're getting
educated
fucked.
and
you are so
respect.
Fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Your
Get
kids are gonna get fucked.
respect.
Yeah, I think Grandma's been reading too much 50 Shades of Grey. She just talks about everyone getting fucked, apparently. It's contaminated her.
This is my
Get
country.
educated and respect, lady.
This is my
Did you
country,
finish
and
college?
This is from my government.
Did you finish
Go
college?
Home.
Did you finish
Put
college?
that on your Facebook.
Did you?
You know what?
Did you?
You are nothing. What did you say?
You're nothing.
I said,
Exactly.
what?
You're nothing right there.
What?
Lady, get educated and respect.
Little boyfriend.
That's where the video ends, unfortunately. It seems like it continued, but he probably just got bored of listening to her, like, regress into baby form. Like, her intelligence was literally getting shit out of her body. Like, every pore was just losing intelligence. She just started forgetting how to speak. It just got rough. So I understand why he probably stopped recording, and unfortunately this is where the saga of this old woman comes to a close, but what an exciting one it was. A very impressive Karen meltdown and racist rant. It's fucking wild stuff. But we're not done yet. In fact, I got a little surprise for you. A bonus Karen coming in hot.
Property? Hi, I'm asking you if this is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because it's private property. Because it's private property, sir.
This is some shit straight out of a horror movie. This is a haunted Karen. If Karens were Pokemon, this would be a ghost type. This shit is truly terrifying. Just like the pan up to her weird, smiling, odd fucking... It was unnerving is the right word for this situation here.
You're defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your opinions, but not on people's property.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just respectfully.
Sure.
So we're just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
Every time the camera panned to that Redditor dude off to the side there and then back to the lady, I expected her to be a little bit closer to the camera, like right out of those mannequin scares where the mannequin moves when the character stops looking at it. That's what I was expecting, but unfortunately she's keeping her distance here and still just kind of frightening people from a little ways away.
If I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine. And you don't know if I live here or if this is my property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You said so.
Because we know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay.
So
then I suggest you call him or call the police. Or because you're accusing me of a crime, correct?
He's beginning to anger the Karen spirit here. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring after this point because it's just idle conversation here. It's not too great, and then they eventually walk away. I just thought this one was especially odd just considering the way it was filmed. It really does feel like it's one of those, Blair Witch type deals here, the way that it's executed. So just thought that'd be a nice little fun bonus Karen round to have in here. When you think of a hero, the first thing that pops in your head is probably like Spider-Man or Iron Man or something. But for me, when I think of a hero, I think of anyone who has to work in retail, food service, reservations, any job where you have to interact with a customer. Those are the real heroes. I have always said and always will say that any job that requires you to interact with customers is an absolute nightmare. Hell on earth. You're constantly experiencing the worst humanity has to offer every single day. Swallowing rusty nails would be less painful. And I think that's something that everyone on this planet can agree on, that rude customers are the lowest of the low. I have more respect for cockroaches than I do some douchebag that's melting down in public, yelling at an employee over something they had no control over in the first place. It is one of my biggest pet peeve. In fact, I'd say it's probably my biggest pet peeve. I hate that shit. And today there was a video that was going pretty viral on TikTok about a guy who posted his own meltdown at GameStop, and it is so embarrassing I couldn't help but just talk about it a little bit today. Let me show you it.
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
Listen, I'm recording you just because I've had the hardest time returning this. So if you tell me no, I'm gonna go ahead and sue GameStop.
I see this shit all the time. If you don't help me fix this problem that is my fault, I'm going to sue the entire company. Well, like, what do you expect them to do? Start groveling like, oh no, please, don't sue the company. Oh no, oh goodness gracious, oh please, anything but that, shaking their fist. I'll do anything to fix it. Oh god, just let me rectify this situation. Like, why do you expect the employee to give a fuck if you sue the company? Why is this GameStop employee all of a sudden gonna try and defend the company, the corporation, like, oh no, you will not. I will not allow you to besmirch the good name of GameStop like this. I will fix your problem immediately, now that you've threatened legal action. Like, they have no say-so in the corporation. You know, this guy isn't John GameStop here. Like, he doesn't care. Who the fuck cares? I just can't wrap my head around this, like, 4-year-old thought process here. If I go after the company, surely the employee is now going to be able to magically fix my issue. It's not their company. They don't care. They're just an employee of it. It's not like they're married to it. It's not, you know, they don't care. They shouldn't care. It just makes no sense to me. But all power to this guy. If you want to sue GameStop and lose all your money in legal fees, please, go right ahead. It'll be a really fun, goofy headline to read. I implore you to sue GameStop. And it's really silly in this case because it's GameStop. It's not exactly a booming corporation. Like, what are you going to sue GameStop for? Their NFTs? Like you really stand to gain nothing out of it anyway? The whole thing is just a fucking disaster, and this guy's an absolute clown.
You know, you have nothing to do with this. I just need somebody to tell me no on video so I can go ahead and sue GameStop.
A brief moment of self-awareness where he acknowledges that the employee had nothing to do with this situation, but then still continues to make a big scene out of it. Jesus Christ, it's so painful. I'd rather teabag a barrel of plutonium.
I'm just trying to get my money back here. I bought the PS5 bundle, and then they made me buy a whole bundle, which isn't even on my receipt. I didn't sign no contract under you guys' policy. It's just unopened things are returnable.
They didn't pass the receipt?
Yeah, go ahead. I think you were in here even when I bought it. So yeah, I got pressured into buying a bundle. I didn't even want it. So I got 3 games and the charging case. I kept the controller there.
You got pressured into buying a bundle, and now you regret it. What do you mean you got pressured into buying a bundle? What, did the employees throw you against the lockers like it was football hazing? And take the goddamn credit card out of your wallet to make this purchase? What the fuck do you mean you got pressured into buying a PS5? Were you just sitting there trembling like, oh my god, they're talking about a bundle. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do it. Sweat pouring down your face. You like 8 years old? You come in here acting like a big man, but your issue makes it seem like you're just a big baby. Like, what the fuck, man? Jesus. And the whole issue is super stupid anyway, because when you buy a PS5, you get games with it. It's bundled up. And I think the reason, and I could be wrong, this one I'm not 100% sure on, the reason they bundle PS5s with games is to prevent scalping or reselling. So that way you're not just getting like the raw console to like resell for profit, you get games with it as well that drive the value up, so you spent more on like the entire package than you did just the actual hardware. I'm pretty sure it's like anti-scalping measures, though I'm not 100% sure. But when you're buying a PS5, you're never just buying like a raw PS5 anymore. It's always bundled.
Well, I get where you're coming from, where you didn't want to buy the bundle, but that's the only way you can get the system.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So through GameStop, right now we're only doing bundles for PS5.
Is that in writing? I know, so you're gonna just say no, huh?
Yeah, I can't take it.
So you can't give me the refund for this shit right here?
No.
Absolutely massive props to the employee here. keeping a level head, and just delivering a firm no. I love that. Lays out the facts. The only way you get the system is with a bundle. Not much I can do for you there, champ. You made a decision that you regret, and I can't help you. But stop blaming us. It's your fault. You're dumb, not us.
Like, okay. When's your manager working so I can come and fuck with him? Because I'm going to definitely come fuck with him.
It should be tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What's his shift?
He should be in the morning.
Alright. And what's his name? I just come and, I'm just going to come fuck shit up. Like I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around.
The guy who got pressured into buying a PS5 apparently is going to come make another big scene to the manager of the GameStop. How embarrassing. And this happens every single time. The customer is the one recording this. It blows my mind how every single time there's an event like this, it's always the biggest asshole that's recording it thinking they're right. He posted this in full confidence thinking that TikTok would be on his side, but instead all they did was steam his ham. They fucking slam dunked this guy across all of TikTok and on YouTube. I saw Jamari made a video about this as well. This guy's just become an absolute laughingstock, and it was entirely avoidable multiple ways. A, not making a big hoopla about you making a bad decision financially that you regret. Your fault. Take responsibility. Nothing GameStop can do for you here. And 2, not filming it yourself. You could have just not filmed it. And then 3, if you had the compulsive desire to film it, you couldn't fight the urge just scratching at your neck like, oh, I'm being an asshole and I gotta film it. Yes. Okay. Even after filming it, you could have just not posted it. Like, there were 3 ways of avoiding yourself being an absolute joke on the internet, and somehow all 3 of those filters you went right through. Impressive.
This is, you guys are trying to upsell motherfuckers. I could have paid $800 on StockX if that was the motherfucking case.
But you're just getting the system off.
I don't want no fucking Ratchet and Clank. Are you kidding me? You know what this is, bro.
No, like,
I pay $800 for some bullshit.
Like, say if like you wanted different games, like you legit like.
Can you give me in-store credit for all this?
Let me stop you right there, big guy. You do not want in-store credit at GameStop. They will give you like $15 for this entire PS5. It'll be $15 and like 5 toothpicks. In-store credit is the last thing you should be haggling for here. It is not worth it at all.
No, y'all trying to play me. It's a brand new game and I'm here to return them.
Saying y'all.
Y'all GameStop, and you represent GameStop. You ain't got no name tag or shirt, but you GameStop. So that's why I'm saying y'all. Yeah, if you don't want to represent it, then quit.
Yes, the classic. You work at GameStop, which means you are GameStop. So all of my problems are your problems. I don't even know where to start with what just happened there. Telling him to quit if he doesn't rep GameStop. What does that mean? What are you talking about? This guy is giving you all the answers to your questions and you're still mad at him. It's your fault. You signed the receipt. You didn't have to pay $800 for the bundle if you didn't want to. You not only signed the receipt, you walked out of there and you went home, you marinated on it, and then you came back and made a big scene about it. Like, it's your fault. It's not this guy's fault. Telling him to quit his job if he's not there to, like, fight for GameStop tooth and nail is so silly. Oh, I can't stand, like, customers like this. These videos just always boil my blood. And I've never even worked in like the customer service industries or anything like that, but my heart absolutely breaks for the people that have. It seems so miserable. And seeing customers in real life, like you see the worst fucking people. It's so aggravating. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a bit since the video was floating around, and that's really about it. See ya. You guys know me. I love a good freakout where someone completely fails to control their emotions and makes an absolute fool out of themselves in public. But you know what I love more than that? A good story. But what happens when a good story meets a good public meltdown? You get a piece of art. Something that not even Leonardo da Vinci could paint. He couldn't portray such beauty. And today I'm happy to say we were blessed with this perfect storm. We got an absolutely wonderful apocalyptic explosion in public over nothing, and an incredible narrative to accompany it.
Do you have a vagina?
I don't know. That's kind of my business. Do you?
Do you have a vagina? I couldn't imagine a stronger intro. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was my dog. She just scared me. She must have been having a dream and kicked my chair. I thought for sure an earthquake had just hit Florida. Wow. Alright, now that my heart rate's come down after that jump scare, what I was saying is this is one of the finest beginnings to any fairy tale I've ever heard. Like, imagine if Harry Potter had started with a question like this: do you have a vagina? It immediately sets the tone for the rest of this video here.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to ask.
You're the one asking me what gender I am.
I didn't ever ask you that.
You're asking my pronouns.
I didn't ask that either.
Do I look like a man?
I don't know what you look like.
Do I sound like a man?
Maybe, I don't know.
There's a lot to unpack here, so let's pour some milk on this cereal. The lady on the street is accusing the person filming of asking her pronouns or something, which apparently never happened. The context for what led up to this is this lady who's on the street right now causing a bit of a ruckus. She was eating at this restaurant and then claimed that the restaurant served her cat meat instead of chicken. So naturally she was outraged. I don't know what the restaurant was, but the only place I could imagine serving you cat meat is Burger King, and it would probably be better than their normal menu. So she's upset, thinking that she didn't get the chicken she had rightfully paid for, and she's making a big hoopla about it. Apparently she had threatened to go get assault rifles, which I imagine is implying she'll come shoot up the place. She was also apparently throwing things at the window of the restaurant, which is when this person started filming this freakout. And that's where we're coming in here into the story. So we're already in like Act 2 of this play, but now you know what led up to this moment. I also forgot to mention that shortly before recording, she was allegedly throwing around slurs as well. Now I'd like to focus a bit on when she says, "Do I sound like a man?" Because she does something very interesting here, and I don't know if you caught it. I'll play it again.
Do I look like a man?
I don't know what you look like.
Do I sound like a man?
Maybe, I don't know.
When she says, "Do I sound like a man?" she does it in a goofy accent that sounds like a Scottish professor. I don't know why. I guess some wires got crossed in her brain or something, or perhaps she really believes that every man sounds like a distinguished Scottish gentleman, but it is such a beautiful, like, flair to her sentence that I couldn't help but point it out.
Do I stand like a man?
What does a man stand like? Oh, then I guess no.
This is my favorite part. Do I stand like a man? And then she strikes this ballet recital pose. She gets into like this wide stance. It looks like she's about to go into an improper deadlift. These kind of reminds me of like when kangaroos flex. You know, where they throw their arms out and you see like all their bicep veins and shit like that? It's the same pose. Yeah, don't mind me. Just a dude posting up. Just standing like a man. Because that's how all men stand. I've never seen a human being stand that way, let alone just some guy. I don't know what's going on here. It's like a video game NPC that's starting to malfunction here. Like her animations are getting messed up, so her idle animations all kind of like janky. It's just a wild ride. And I've seen a few people talk about it, and they've said that this may have been like mental illness or something, and it's impossible to know for sure. But I've seen a lot of freakouts. I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert, but I'm not far off from my degree either in analyzing meltdowns, I'd speculate. So I'll go ahead and pass my professional opinion here. I think that this is probably substance-induced. I've seen a lot of these kind of things, and they all have one thing in common. Typically, some sort of substance leads to an outburst like this. So that's my little armchair analysis here. But again, I don't know for sure, and if it is mental illness related, hopefully she gets the help she needs. But threatening to bring assault rifles to shoot up the place is not acceptable under any circumstance, nor is throwing rocks at the place and throwing around a lot of slurs.
Yeah, record me. Are you recording? You sneaky bitch, are you fucking recording me right now?
I'm holding my phone.
Okay, good. Call 911.
They're already on the way.
Perfect, can't wait to talk to the officer. Ah! Stop! Oh, stop! Stop! Fuck you! Fuck you guys!
You've gotta love a happy ending. I want to give massive props to the person filming this. They did an amazing job. The conversation that they engaged on, like that back and forth, seemed like something out of a cartoon. It was so well done. They were able to respond to the lady's wild questions so quickly. Do I stand like a man? Strikes the pose. Well, no, I guess not in that case. Just really impressive stuff, and I love this cut from can't wait for the cops to get here to being arrested. Like, you couldn't draw it up any better than that. So, to give a little context what happened here, after the initial, back and forth and the do I stand like a man and her fucking going hog wild on that pose, she left and then came back, but this time was a little more combative. The cops were called, cops arrived, and she was arrested. I don't know exactly what led to the arrest, because typically what would happen in a case like this is the cops just tell her to get out of here, scram, skedaddle. I'm assuming she got very combative with the officers as well. So, pretty rough set of circumstances, but I don't think the person filming did anything wrong. Threatening to shoot up the restaurant and throwing rocks at it, that's definitely grounds to at least, getting the authorities there to say, hey, no, please leave. At the very least. Now, this is where the story wraps up. There's still a few plot holes here that I don't have the answer to. Whether or not the restaurant was actually serving cat meat remains to be seen. I'm sure there will be a thorough investigation after she files her claim on it. I would venture a guess saying that probably not. I think it'd be a lot harder to get cat meat than it would be just to get chicken in the first place. Like, you can find chicken everywhere now. You can fucking find chicken in a dumpster outside. I could throw a rock right now and probably hit a giant chicken breast. It's just so readily available. Whereas cat meat, it seems a little bit harder to source. So, I wasn't there. I didn't taste it. And even if I did, I don't know if I'd be able to identify the taste of cat over chicken. My palate's not that fine-tuned. So, we don't know for sure whether or not it was cat or chicken. I'm going to go ahead and throw my hat in here and say it was probably chicken. Thus, I don't think there was any reason for this giant meltdown in the first place. There's so few instances of a justified public freakout where I'm actually rooting for the person going ballistic. Most of the time it's just a minor inconvenience that gets blown way out of proportion by somebody. But the ones where I do root for the person going wild are the ones where it's like in court, and the person who murdered a family member or did something heinous to a family member gets beat up by that family, or somebody like goes after them and gets a few rogue punches in before the cops separate them. I'm always pumping my fist saying, you know what, great. But aside from those extreme cases, it's never worth embarrassing yourself like this in public at all. Anyway, I just wanted to share this one with you because I found it to be an entertaining, short, little freak out, and that's really about it. So yeah. I played a lot of RuneScape as a kid, so I'm very well versed in scams, and it really shattered my trust in people and taught me early on that you can't always put your faith in strangers to tell the truth. Maybe they won't actually double your money. And I think that this led to me being better at identifying scams in real life, but it doesn't make me immune to them either. When I was a freshman in college, I fell for the oldest trick in the book, a timeless classic prank: fake being homeless with a sign and beg for money on the streets. A scam that has stood the test of time. It's people that just panhandle on the street pretending to be homeless and try and get money that way. It's actually very lucrative. Sometimes people that do this make anywhere from 60 to 100 grand a year off of this shit. It's fucking despicable. The reason I'm bringing this up is because on Reddit this week, a video went viral, and it's from 2017. It's an older video, but it's a video of a woman in Richmond who pretended to be homeless and was exposed for it. She even eventually got arrested, but I'll get to that towards the end of the video. But I wanted to go over this video because I think it's not only a very entertaining video with the way she responds to being confronted, but also a bit eye-opening as to the depths people will sink to get a quick buck. This scam in particular has always greased my ass. It infuriates me. People that just take advantage of others' willingness to help, their good nature, it's just so fucked up. But I'll quickly tell my story since I was a victim of this scam when I was younger. I don't know if I've ever told it, I'm sure I have at some point, but when I was a freshman in college for the first semester, I used to commute to university, and I always took the same route, just like a little NPC that never deviates from the schedule. I would always go down one road in particular that had a guy standing at the corner of one of its major intersections. This guy, he looked disheveled, he had a curly white beard, it looked like fucking jolly old Saint Nick, Santa Claus had fallen on rough times, and I'd always see him talking to people, and he was always smiling, he just seemed like a really nice guy, and he had a sign that had every fucking sad tale you could imagine. I'm a homeless veteran, my dog ran away, my wife divorced me and took the kids, I broke my leg in a bowling accident, and I have lung trouble from the time I spent as a coal miner. Any money you can spare is very much appreciated. God bless. It sounded like a fucking country song, and it was heartbreaking to read. So every day, Monday through Friday, I'd give him $20, sometimes $40 if I had a little extra, and I did that for about a month, or a month and a half maybe. But then I got hit with a shocking plot twist straight out of a Darman video. I swear to God, it would have been less painful to find out I was adopted. One time when I gave him money, the last day I gave him money, I really wish I could remember what he said verbatim, but he hit me with something to the effect of, really appreciate all that you've given me. My apartment over in this area isn't super cheap, so I appreciate it because rent's been going up. I wish I could remember exactly what he said though, but those were the cliff notes. That was the main bit of lore that he dropped there. That he had an apartment in that area, it was expensive, and it looked like it was going up, so me giving him that money for the last month and a half was a little helpful. And that's when the realization hit. My universe melted around me, and it sunk in, the reality. This guy had used me like a fucking fleshlight. This guy wasn't homeless at all. He was a fraud, a faker, a goddamn drama club thespian leader here with his acting performance on the side of the street for the last month and a half. That area he would stand in was an extremely expensive area of Tampa. So to have an apartment in that area, he was already making a lot of money. And I was just another piggy bank for him to dip his little cock into. I was furious. But I couldn't confront him about it, obviously, so instead I just said, yeah, no worries, drove off, and then started taking a different route to university. One that was an extra 15 minutes out of the way, but just one where I knew I'd never have to see him again. I was beyond mad. I went so far above mad, I just wrapped around all the way to sad and upset. Like, I used to take extra money out of the bank just to make sure I had enough cash in my wallet to give him $20 Monday through Friday. This dude became like a daily part of like my routine, like to make sure that I was able to, you know, help him out a little bit. I just wanted to see him succeed, you know, do something good for someone that fell on hard times, only to find out it was all a lie. I don't know if he meant to do that, like maybe he felt guilty from all the money I'd given him, so he decided to drop that little nugget of wisdom, letting me know that he wasn't actually homeless, or what that was about. Maybe he slipped up, I couldn't tell you. But man, did it teach me a very hard lesson. I know that was a long story, and I still haven't even played the video of the fake homeless woman here, but I just needed to let you all know that this shit makes me fucking mad. There's no audio in the beginning of the video here, probably because it's just them puking from disgust at what this woman's doing. So it's just showing that she's going car to car, asking for money, and can even be very aggressive with the way she panhandles apparently. And then they eventually follow her all the way to her car, which is parked nearby. So this woman was a known scammer. She's not actually homeless, she has a very modern car. This video is from 2017, so her 2014 vehicle here is a very modern, pretty expensive car. So obviously, she's not actually on hard times. She shouldn't be begging for money. I shouldn't need to explain that to anyone. I don't think there's anyone out there that'd be like, well, Charlie, it's a legitimate profession, taking advantage of people's willingness to help someone in need. You know, this is her job. This is her 9-to-5 work, begging for money under the false notion that she's homeless and needs it, when clearly she doesn't. So, just a whole lot of bullshit, just a slimy, pathetic worm here. And this is 2014, so I'm assuming by now she's moved on to doing OnlyFans, probably to moderate to no success there would be my guess, or she might be back on the streets scamming. There's no telling for sure, but she gets confronted here by these two men that are filming, and then her immediate response is to once again just try and play the victim, so she walks over to the local McDonald's to try and get them involved. I always love this immediate response. I'm calling the cops. Yeah, you've caught me on film scamming and doing something illegal. You can't panhandle like this. It's a crime. But I'm gonna call the cops on you because you're making me uncomfortable with your video exposing me. In fact, you're hurting my feelings. The delusion is just always so fascinating to me. Like, what could she possibly think would have happened if the cops showed up? They were gonna take her side? Well, I mean, gentlemen, you are filming her in public. You're going to jail. It's a capital offense. Ma'am, please go back out there and keep scamming. Like, she had to have, at least for a brief second, had some neurons fire to tell her that it's a bad idea. Like, I'm breaking the law? Why would I call the cops on myself? It's a big fucking self-report. You know, maybe I should just get in my car and leave. But for some reason, that line of thinking doesn't compute with her. So instead, she tries to, like, get the police involved and McDonald's involved. God, I love the response from the employee here. Like, I don't know. What are you talking? I don't know why they're filming you. Who are you? Fucking crazy lady, a lunatic? You escaped from Arkham Asylum? Why are you asking me? Christ, I don't know what's going on here. Why are you making me open this window here and then bombard me with like an interrogation? I don't know what the fuck is happening. You know, like, I don't know what the scammer could have possibly expected here. Knock on the window, Ronald McDonald answers and like comes outside to save the day like, hey, stop filming her right now, gentlemen. In my establishment, not at Mickey D's. That's exactly right. Ma'am, I don't know what's going on. I just work here. Like, she's just doing her job. She's not going to take your side. She doesn't know what the situation is. I don't know why you think she would all of a sudden try and, like, defend you or your honor or whatever. I don't know why you're asking her these questions anyway, like you're trying to report something to the principal of a middle school. It's just ridiculous. I feel so bad for the employee in this situation. That's got to be so uncomfortable. Just doing your job and then all of a sudden you get caught off guard by a completely unhinged, deranged goober. I'm going to try and be a little armchair psychologist for a moment. Her continuously asking the employee, like, what is this guy saying? It must be her defense mechanism, like her cope of like, oh, no, I'm not doing anything wrong. Do you hear this? Do you hear these crazy people? Do you hear what they're saying? Me taking money from people? Like, what is that, huh? Do you know what they're saying? She just strikes me as someone that takes no responsibility for her own actions and views herself like an angel, a saint that never does anything wrong. She's perfect and morally beautiful. Nothing she's done is indefensible or bad. So when she's challenged on this belief of herself, she just completely crumbles and tries to, like, get other people in there like, no, tell me I'm good, tell me I'm right.
You're begging for money.
What do you want?
You're begging money. Why you do?
A bold strategy, but unfortunately a swing and a miss. Her sign says she's homeless. So her whole thing of, no, I'm here because of a disability, is immediately contradicted by her own fucking sign. Also, I will say, she has great fashion sense. She's wearing a shirt that says, I train while you sleep. So checkmate, nerds. While we're all snoozing and catching our embarrassing wet dreams, she's out there on that grind, the Sigma grind, scamming. What a hero. She's like a random encounter in an MMO right now. She just keeps going up to anybody around the area like, excuse me, these people are saying that I'm not a good person. Can you believe that? Isn't that ridiculous? And then she even tries to say that she can't get in her car and leave, that they're blocking her. But they're not. She can get in her car and leave at any point, and at the end of the video she does. Spoiler alert. They weren't blocking her at all. They were just following her around, insulting her, and rightfully calling her out on this bullshit.
Kill you.
This fucking imbecile even tries to flag down a customer that's just leaving the restaurant after getting their meal to try and, like, talk to them and get them involved in all of this. It's so weird. And she constantly keeps mentioning that someone's going to kill them, that what they're doing is going to get them killed, which is of course pretty fucked up. But at least this story has a happy ending because she got arrested shortly after this video went viral in 2017. She was arrested on 3 counts of throwing a missile at a moving vehicle, a charge I didn't even know existed. That sounds like some supervillain shit. How is she throwing a missile? That's like something Senator Armstrong would do in Metal Gear Rising. But then as I read more, it's because she would like throw Gatorade bottles at people or something, so it's pretty wild. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this story a little bit since it's one I'm very passionate about, and that's about it. So yeah, you see the brawl at McDonald's in Costa Rica where a single man KO'd 9 dudes? Whoa, what? What are his hands made out of, bricks? So here's the Dexerto article on it. Oh wait, this isn't the same one, this is Canada. Wait, is the other source wrong? Because how many brawls broke out over Pokemon cards at McDonald's?
McDonald's Canada shouldn't treat customers like this. He says he has no books or Pokemon cards left in stock with the whole rack of them. He gave me a donkey 2 times in a row. McDonald's, I want to press charges on McDonald's.
Wait. What is he pressing charges for? This is discrimination. You're discriminating against Redditors here by not giving me these Pokemon cards. What is the charge? I don't understand what he'd even go for.
No, I'm not being worse than a sick child. I want
Yes, you are.
Put it online. Put it online. I'm being targeted.
Oh, I will if you want.
Being targeted?
I wasn't going to, but
Please
I
put it
will.
online. I'll continue because Churro, Nova Scotia, Canada, McDonald's, and say they don't have a book or Pokemon cards in the building.
Brother. It's just some McDonald's Pokemon cards, man. He's so heated. And he's saying it all like so stern.
Cell phone.
Yeah, you can stand it. You can go all the way. You can.
I'm making a scene because you're being that. Yes, sir, you are.
This is the weirdest argument ever. Now he's speaking like he's speaking like he's talking to a child. You're being bad. They haven't done anything wrong. They don't have any Pokemon cards for him. Just go to another McDonald's, please.
Excuse you, exactly. I'm dealing with this manager here. Maybe he can get...
This can't be real.
Honey, back up.
I'll press charges, dude.
Oh no, not the charges again.
Then do it, bro. I'm saying do it. You said you do it.
I'll never understand why people that look like this guy, who I know has never been in a physical confrontation in his life, feels so confident to challenge someone else to punch them. That's never going to end well. Like, that's just the worst bluff to make. Anyone can sniff out that you're not exactly a fighter. So why even try and, like, shake that hornet's nest? Just because they want to sue? Maybe, I guess. He does keep threatening lawsuits. Maybe that is, like, the overarching plan. But still, it doesn't seem worth it. Try to get hit so he has evidence, the classic. I guess, yeah. I feel like there has to be extenuating circumstances, right? Like, I'm not an attorney, but let's say I was representing this guy, assuming he gets in there and feeds him a knuckle sandwich. I feel like I could make an argument like he literally asked me to do it. I was fulfilling a request. He told me. He said he wanted me to. What am I supposed to do? To decline? I'm a nice guy. It's better to give than to receive. So I gave him the gift of a knuckle sandwich. He asked for it. There has to be a way, right? Like, you are literally telling him to. Yeah, he's a consenting adult.
Your fucking worst nightmare.
Yeah, right. Meet you outside, bitch.
All right, let's go.
I'll meet you.
Let's find out.
No.
Look at you. How big are your ankles? Size small?
I'm like a...
What?
I'd like your nose off, bitch.
This can't be real. This cannot be real.
Do it! Do it! On camera!
Okay, this can't. Well, no, wait. That was certainly a punch. And I don't think that they're talented enough actors to sell something like that. That made full contact. How can someone end up like this? Over Pokemon cards? And then he's insulting the guy's ankles? How does this happen? What went wrong? This is very anti-Canadian. I'm sorry, Canadians out here have to see that this happened on your soil. I'm so sorry. What are your ankles, a size small? It's such an interesting insult. It's not even fighting words. I'd just be confused. Nobody insults my ankles but me. Put 'em up, Buster. I've come so far, I've got to see who wins this. God, it's like they're throwing punches in a dream. It's turned into aggressive hugging.
We can.
You done? Huh?
You had enough yet? Huh? Say uncle.
Get the security.
I got the squeeze on you now. I'm gonna beat my Pokemon cards out of you like it's a Mario coin block. The fight. Oh no! He threw the hat. Come on, have some respect. This is so fucking weird. This is so weird. Like, even the fight is confusing to me. Not that I'd necessarily be good in a fight either, but I'd like to think if I got into a scuffle, it wouldn't look like this. I'd be mad about the Pokemon cards, and I'm even more mad that I'd fight like this. Like, the whole thing would just make me so upset. Some wrestling. Yeah, some good old-fashioned wrestling.
Go with me or you're done! You hit me! And I will fucking hurt you! I'm ready to fight you!
No, not happy Pikachu during all of this. Come on, guys.
Camera, you hit me!
Oh no, not a round two, please.
Look at that!
Please. Not again. It's enough.
Now I can fight. Come on.
Team Rocket wins again, please, no.
You hit me!
At least turn the camera, please.
Come on! No! Call the cops!
Oh, he's got the chair. He's got the steel chair.
You wanna go? Hello?
Oh god, now he's got the chair too, fuck!
You got one, I got one. You attacked me! You punched me!
Can we go out the back door?
Super unrelated, but he keeps saying that, and every time he does, it reminds me of that iconic scene from Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves, where he's talking to the two girls that tied him to the chair, and he keeps going, I didn't fuck you, you fucked me! You fucked me! You came into my house and you sucked my dick! You fucked me! It has that same energy.
Give me back my fucking bag!
I just wanted food, that's all.
You wanted food and you got so much more. I'd be pumping my fist, like, thank you. I don't know why she's upset. I mean, that was a great show. And now you get his Pokemon cards. Do you think he actually bit him? Yes. Oh yeah, I do, for sure. Bro, they didn't use any rage arts. Yeah. They didn't use any meter, unfortunately, no supers either. Bro's fighting over a Happy Meal toy. He was fighting over Pokemon cards, man. Show some respect. If you could only see the world through my eyes, you'd be looking most people in their chest. But I'm going to show you a little something that these eyes have seen today. It's a pretty chaotic video with a woman and a man she was with. Could be husband, could be Tinder date, who really knows? Could be a complete stranger who was trying to impress her. No telling. But they were at an event, and she hit the sauce a little bit too hard, had a little overdose on the fun potion, a little bit of glug 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 glug, oh Reggie, and started throwing hands with the staff, and it does not end well with her. This story is not a happily ever after for her life.
He's just fucking harassed. Yeah, he's on this side.
Please leave.
Tell me one more time.
The rest of the world. I did not touch it.
Oh, he's a liar.
So the background here is she's a little too drunk and she's starting to hallucinate. She is now accusing someone of harassing her, which apparently did not happen. The guy's even saying that didn't happen. She's got her phone out to record her POV, so you already know she's fucking delusional. It is crazy, astonishing, just how often people that are making complete fools of themselves, just absolute clowns, will be the ones to take out their phone and start recording it as if they're in the right, thinking people will be on their side. So she's got her own POV, well, it's not even really her POV because she's holding it like up here. It's probably looking like straight at the ground, but she's just off her gourd right now. According to a bartender that was at the center of this fucking pandemonium, couple came in at around 9 p.m. and immediately there were concerns raised about how intoxicated they were. The night was quite chaotic. The couple came in, they were requesting dinner service. Initially, the server verbalized to me that she could tell that her table was not only intoxicated, but perhaps on some other substances, and they were giving her quite a rough time and being quite verbally abrasive with her. Then I do believe after that, the server asked for the manager to intervene. So the manager got summoned to the battlefield here. He enters the rift, runs it down mid, basically just saying, get the fuck out of here, takes their cocktails away, asks them to leave. And when he brought the cocktails back to staff, he said they had enough to drink, we shouldn't serve them anymore. And that's what led to this intense spiral you're about to see from that couple. She tries to slap the phone out of someone that was filming her, which is odd because she wasn't exactly shy about filming this herself, but I guess she doesn't like the angle that that stranger was catching her at. I don't really know what the thought process was there. Obviously not a whole lot of thoughts going on in there in the first place. Right now it's just her seeing red and on a rampage. Right now she is just like in Kratos Spartan mode, but she's super drunk, so she's throwing wet noodles instead of knuckle sandwiches. And she gets physical with one of the staff back there, and the boyfriend's trying to like separate her from them. And as he is doing that, she then aggroes somebody else there trying to attack them, and they were not playing games. This was not Weenie Hut Jr. anymore, so she actually got hip tossed. You can see the staff pick her up, well, not fully pick her up, but take her and throw her down straight to the floor, and you hear a big thud. She just got potato sacked. It was almost like a perfect little hip toss there, and she was too drunk to really feel the impact, but I know that shit hurt the next morning. She probably felt like she got hit by 5 different fucking freight trains.
Get
out the way. Get out the way. Let's go.
No pooping.
Now the goober she's with is trying to get involved, so he's starting to get physical with the staff. You can see him kind of like loosely shoving them a little bit, kind of bumping and grinding on them more than anything. and eventually they both get dragged out of the establishment. The guy was getting absolutely manhandled. He tried to get physical and then ended up just getting like fucking little broed here to headlock. And then she gets taken out in like a pseudo full Nelson, and people are cheering for them getting thrown out. That's how you know you are in the wrong. That's how you know you are a giant asshole, when people are applauding your exit. So they get forced out of the establishment here, but that's not where this is curtains. It doesn't wrap up there. It only escalates because these two are now even more upset and even more combative.
Let go! Let go! Let go! Let go! No, let go right now, please. Let go. Yes, please let go. Please let go.
I'm not touching your boy.
Okay, stop.
No, he's on his phone.
No.
Hey. There's a lot to unpack here. There's quite a bit to digest. So they have now been forcibly removed from the premises because they were obviously disruptive, violent, aggressive, combative. They're now outside, and she grabs a fistful of hair, refusing to let go. She has got it firmly grasped here like SpongeBob. And as she does that, her boyfriend, or whatever goofball she's with there, whatever his relationship is to her, he is now gripping onto her like this, yanking her back as he is getting pulled back by somebody else. So it's almost like that stereotypical scene in a movie where like someone falls and like 5 people grab each other's arms trying to catch them. It is that, except people desperately trying to get these 2 fucking colossal losers to get out of there. And unfortunately, it's still just not enough. She is a force of nature fueled by pure alcohol in her veins. She's still going Insano style, and this time she's breaking free. She's going off the fucking leash here. It's sicko mode now. Because the employee whose hair was being grabbed her phone, saying, she wraps my hair around her hand and just pulls on it for dear life. It was quite painful, and that she only let go when he took her phone out of her hands and threw the phone to distract her to get her away from the restaurant. Like throwing a bone at a dog that's attacking you. So that's exactly what happens. He threw the phone, and immediately she's like going right after it, so charging back towards them. And so she got tripped, and my God, it's like all the momentum stopped. Not like she was, really breaking any land speed records for her 40-yard dash or anything. She was kind of drunkenly waddling over there, but when she was running and got tripped, it was textbook form, and then she just drops like an anvil. Like a piano being dropped in a cartoon. She just hits the ground so hard instantly and starts calling the wambulance. She starts immediately crying in a Peter Griffin death pose.
Guys. No, stop.
So now that she's been kind of decommissioned here, too many boo-boos for her to continue, she now starts insulting the guy she's with, saying, be a fucking man, trying to goad him into getting his ass kicked as well for a biblical smackdown that would have been placed upon his soul. She's just like, be a fucking man, do something. And you can just kind of see the gears turning in his noodle. You can kind of almost hear his heart breaking, like, oh no, if I don't do something, she's gonna break up with me. But if I do something, I'm going to be broken in half. What a conundrum, no. And then he eventually just decides, fuck it, we'll do it live. So he shoves the guy in the Santa hat, who is much larger than he is. It's a mismatch. He has to know that right there. That's David versus Goliath, but David's a big fucking douchebag here. He has no chance, but he goes for it. Smoke him if you got him, So, no fucking ZD now? So he pushes the guy in the Santa hat, and I swear to God, there might be a longer cut of this, but I bet that guy in the Santa hat could have picked him up like Bane to Batman and broken him over his knee. He had no chance there. But that girl, She was whispering the siren song in his ear, and by whispering I mean shouting drunkenly, fucking trying her best to make sure he is also bruised, bloodied, and broken. Now that's where the video ends, but the story just keeps on going. This is the holiday gift that keeps on giving here for everyone that's not her and that guy she was with. So apparently after the dust settled and everything, the San Francisco Police Department took her in. This was a very popular clip, so much so that her employer caught wind of this. Her name is Shireen Afkari, and she worked for a popular fitness tracking app named Strava, where she was a senior manager of growth marketing and retention, and has now been released from the company. They made a statement on Instagram saying, "We are aware of an employee who exhibited extremely concerning off-hours behavior. We don't condone violence of any kind, and this does not reflect the standards we expect of our team. This past Monday, we made the decision to end the individual's employment." No word on anything in regards to the guy she was with. I imagine in the director's cut of this footage, if there's a longer version of it, he probably learned his lesson after he tried to pick that fight with the Santa hat guy at the behest of his sweet milady fedora tip. An unsurprising conclusion there. She really did go pretty hard, but you know, surely it was worth it. I bet that was an unforgettable night out that she can't remember at all. Little too hard on the old eggnog this holiday season, I think, for Miss Shireen there. Yikes. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. There was once a period in time before erections were invented. There was also a period in time before televisions had hundreds of channels. And when I was growing up, my television only had 100 channels, and the majority of them were static because you were accidentally picking up some fucking alien transmissions through the tube TV antenna. And during this time, there was a hobby known as channel surfing. I'm sure that's a dead art now, because now when you have friends come over and shit and you don't know what to do, well, you can pop back, play some games with your gamer bros, and give each other Dorito enemas and all that cool shit. But back then, what you would do is you would surf the channels looking for shit to watch. Comedy Central, after like 2 a.m., would just start playing censored Girls Gone Wild. There'd be a lot of Spanish stations playing some news and shit, but what would always happen is you'd end up watching a C-SPAN broadcast. Now, what I'm about to show you has no relation to C-SPAN in any regard, really. However, it does personally remind me of those times watching C-SPAN broadcasts.
Hello, my name is Lisa. I just moved here because I'm getting a divorce.
Now, Lisa has shown up to a council meeting where they're asking for input from the community for some upcoming decisions they're making, and Lisa is now speaking her piece. The most important character to focus on during this manga arc is the old man in the background. He is a very important character to the development of the plot.
And it's not final till September 18th. My husband will not give me any money. Not 1 penny.
It's a shitty husband and you're better off without him, honestly, Lisa. It's time that you get on Tinder. You're gonna find some good guys on Tinder, and let's say Tinder doesn't pan out for you. There's always RuneScape. There's some real upstanding good gentlemen on that game.
The lawyer won't help me. My husband won't help me. My dad, Marlon Lee Whitmer, he's a minister, won't help me.
This is really when the old man starts falling apart here. He's trying so hard to hold it in, but his armor is cracking, and beneath that armor is a giggling demon. And out of context, there's really no reason why he should be laughing at this. It's very unfortunate the situation Lisa's going through. However, as the anime continues to develop, you'll start to realize that maybe this isn't the time and place to be talking about such things.
My stepmother won't help me. My mother passed away 7 years ago, and my dad and Annie Hockhausen, they wrote at Vera French that they both are my parents. Annie is my stepmom.
Lisa is fucking coming for scalps here. She's name-dropping all of them, putting them on blast. I wouldn't be surprised if she pointed to a DJ booth and said, "Kick that shit," and then started a diss track on him.
I'm not quite sure why I'm here or what I'm doing.
Well, I'll be. Butter my nipples. Lisa, that comes as a shock to me. I never got that feeling at all during this fucking Oscars acceptance speech.
But there's a reason. My lawyer is Justin Title. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
The Justin Title? No, I can't say I have, Lisa, to be honest with you. For some reason, though, that name Justin Title sounds like a Fortnite player to me. Like, I imagine Lisa walked into the lawyer's office and he's like, just hold on right there, miss. Hits a fucking fat dab and then says, are you ready to get these dubskis in court?
I'm moving down to Texas soon to help the children in Texas. I'm a very loving parent. Very, very, very loving parent. I have a 20-year-old daughter. She's going to college at St. Ambrose this fall. She's in Muscatine College right now. Her name's Brianna Elizabeth.
Man, that elderly gentleman is trying so hard to keep it together. I feel bad for him because it looks like he just came into the council meeting to catch some hard Z's and just fall asleep through it. But now there's this monkey wrench that's been thrown into his plan, this X factor, because Lisa's now left the set of Parks and Recreation to come to the council meeting to give a graduation speech, and the old man is just laughing too hard to fall asleep.
And she is not helping me because she's 20, she's scared, she doesn't want her parents to separate or divorce.
Ma'am, we're discussing the rezoning for the Portillos. Do you have any comments on that?
For what?
What a fucking fantastic season finale there. The writers really outdid themselves with that plot twist. Who saw it coming? Now all of the clues throughout the season make sense. Why the old man was laughing as hard as he was, despite Lisa's story not being all that comedic, makes sense because she was delivering this DiGiorno's personal pan life story in front of a council that was aiming to discuss a Portillo's rezoning. It had no place there. It's absurd. You can't help but giggle about that. It'd be like me going on America's Got Talent and reading excerpts from The Outsider's book. Or rather, it'd be like me dropping trousers, soft dick out, and pissing into a trash can, then calling my dentist to schedule an appointment for my dentist to come take out that trash. That's not what the dentist signed up for. That's not his job. That's not what he was looking for. And neither was this council. They just wanted Portillo's input, but instead, they got Lisa's entire story.
We're discussing the rezoning on 53rd for...
Well, I live on 63rd.
Again, we're here to hear comments about the rezoning.
Well, I don't like Facebook, and I don't like the internet because I can't find a job. The library blocked my password. Now tell me, does that make any sense to you?
Fuck no, that doesn't make any sense to me, Lisa. But how did they block your password? I've never heard of a library doing that. I feel like maybe you just forgot your password. I don't think the library has a grudge against you and is trying to shut you down from their internet access. It sounds like some Jason Bourne level shit. Like there's this command center at the library that has one super trained special operative that is just an expert at watching security cameras to identify if it's Lisa that just entered the building. Like some type of fucking national security alert. So then he sees Lisa come in, so he sprints to his boss and reports it. Jesus, Boss Franklin, she's here. So then the boss turns around in this giant office chair, puffing a cigar with sunglasses on, and he says, "Shut it down. Shut it all down. May God have mercy on this library." But yeah, on the real, Lisa, fuck Facebook.
Ma'am, we're not here to discuss your personal life. I'm sorry. Do you have any comments about the rezoning?
No, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Next.
A peaceful resolution all around, pretty wholesome, honestly. I'm convinced that the council wanted to just let her go as long as possible, and they had this joke ready in their head like, this is for the Portillos, you know, this is going to be a great mic drop, let's time this perfectly. And then they did. Hats off to the council for letting her go and then timing the Portillos mic drop for when they did. The timing couldn't have been any better. So yeah. Corporations, the most evil word in the English language, second most evil being cockroaches, obviously. When it comes to corporations, how many are as big as Target? Not many. Yeah, that little fucking mom and pop joint down the street that sells used toys and condoms? Not nearly as big as Target. So what better place to go to rally the people than Target, going right into the heart of big business and try and make a dent in it so the man can hear you say loud and clear, enough is enough. What you're about to see is a family of warriors bravely march through a Target spouting some hateful bullshit, There's nothing you can do about cockroaches. Cockroaches are infesting the world. They're pretty much impervious to all weapons as is. We're trying to harvest them for nutrients and super milk, but I guarantee in the end we'll end up being the ones hostages and milked by the cockroaches. But there is something you do about corporations. You can fight them. You can, march through Target with a Bible in one hand and a dick full of dreams in the other. And that's exactly what this family does. Check this out.
Attention Target customers! Do not be deceived. Target would have you believe with their Mother's Day displays that they love mothers and children. This is a deception.
Nothing makes me believe in a cause quite like a large woman walking around being a public nuisance shouting while wearing a giant tablecloth around her like a fucking toga.
This is not love, and they've proven it by opening their bathrooms to perverted men.
I've got to cut her off here. You gotta love how she drags her entire fucking family into this public shaming. These kids will never live this down. If their classmates saw this, they'd be laughingstocks, and the mom would have a legacy across the school as a goddamn psychopath to run away from because she'd steal your juice box and preach to you about why God frowns on it. So I don't like that. If you're gonna be a nutcase, don't drag your family into it. And you can see the son up in front kind of cover his face because he's embarrassed. Obviously, he would be. Now, I have to say, her big complaint here is Target allowing perverted men into their bathrooms. What the fuck do you expect them to do? Have like a bouncer or a TSA lineup there, making sure everyone that goes in isn't a pervert? They like show them porn, skeletal scan them, and if they get hard during the porn, they get kicked out, exiled from Target, and blacklisted from all Targets across the nation. Like, what the fuck do you expect them to do? No bathrooms have high-tech security. No one's getting retinal scanned before using the shitter to make sure that they're not a pervert. That's a fucking weird complaint to have.
I'm a mother of 12, and I'm very disgusted by this wicked practice.
It really is always the worst people having the most amount of kids. What a fucking shame. That's just so sad.
Target does not protect mothers and children. Mothers, get your children out of this store. Mothers, have enough decency to get out of this store. It's a dangerous place.
Which is why I brought my children here. She's talking about Target like it's a goddamn active war zone, like they've just entered into a field of anthrax or something. It's just baffling how someone can be so delusional like this. I don't know what happened in the bathrooms that's caused this traumatic experience for her. Maybe she was cheating on her husband there, the husband found out, so now she really has to double down on the lie that it was Target's fault. I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around how she can even justify this type of lunacy, how anyone could.
This is not loving. What Target has done is very hateful. It's hateful towards families. It's hateful towards mothers. It's hateful towards children. America, when are you gonna wake up?
Every Target I've been into, and trust me, I've been in a lot, that's where I do a lot of my shopping, they all have like background music, but this one's dead silent. I could hear a bumblebee piss into a corner. I don't know if they just got lucky or if they deployed an EMP device before going on this fucking crusade. Because there's just no background noise, so all of these poor customers here are just getting this full experience in full IMAX surround sound. There's no one even talking in the background. It is pure silence like a sensory deprivation tank.
When are you gonna stand up for the right things, America? Are you gonna let the devil rape your children, America? It's time to stand up and have a voice. Instead of bowing to the homosexual perverted agenda that's taking over this nation.
Yeah, so this won't come as a surprise. It's a family of crazy religious homophobes. In particular, the husband, it gets extremely upset and starts yelling at people in the store just at the idea that Target welcomes homosexual people in its doors. So that means he's most likely a closeted gay man himself. I bet when the family was leaving, he waved them goodbye, gave his wife a kiss, and then the second they pulled out of the parking lot, he sprinted into the Target bathroom to suck a penis real quick. And I really hope this homophobic shit that they're pulling here didn't rub off on their kids. Like I said, it doesn't seem like they wanted to be there at all. So here's hoping they didn't end up being homophobic losers like their parents. I guess we'd know by now. It's kind of an old video, so these kids probably would have led their own crusade through Target. And I haven't seen any video of that, so there's still hope that they didn't follow in their families' just fucking awful footsteps.
You need to run and flee this place. I wouldn't spend a penny of my money here. This is wicked. This is confusion. This is twisted.
She's treating it like it's a fucking bomb threat that got called into Target. Everyone needs to get the fuck out of here quick. The longer you stay, the more likely you are to become homosexual. As if homosexuality was contagious and Target's the one spreading it.
This is abominable in the sight of God. Repent! God's power and wrath. It is evil.
Repent! The judgment of God is coming on this nation and Target!
That line is one of the best lines I've ever heard, ever delivered out in the wild off script. In fact, you probably couldn't even script something like this. The judgment of God is coming on this nation and Target. That's fucking profound. Paul Blart here doesn't even look like he knows how to spell judgment, and yet he just delivered something Shakespearean without even trying. As per usual, the goddamn Arkham Asylum dwelling family here is the one that uploaded the video. I can never understand why people think it's a good idea to upload something like this when they are clearly the worst players in the video doing the stupidest shit, the dumbest shit, and they think that it's a good idea to post it on their anti-vax Facebook page. But here you go, just another example of it. There's also no doubt in my mind this entire group of people got into their giant van at the end of this stunt here, or maybe even right outside the Target, started high-fiving each other. Yeah, good work out there, guys. Yeah, excellent shit. The Lord's definitely smiling upon us now. We just took down Target. Target has been defeated. And if it's in Alabama, then the dad started kissing his kids and making out with his sister. It's just, I'll never understand this mentality. It's just so fucking stupid. It's unbelievably stupid. I really will never be able to wrap my head around like a family like this and shit. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hateful, garbage, bigotry, bullshit. Going through a Target in the middle of nowhere doing fuck all but being a public nuisance and being a horrible example for your children. What a waste. That's it. See ya. I'm sure all of you know I love a good public freakout, and there's no better stage for a freakout than Walmart. Some hero on Twitter today sent me this video that features a woman that must have just finished snorting bath salts in the Walmart bathroom and goes around preaching the good word of Jesus Christ in a way that I feel he would approve of.
Motherfucker.
Really?
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker.
I really enjoy the way she says motherfucker. She sounds like a Canadian trying to be polite about it, but still wanting to get the motherfucker word out there.
You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
It's like in SpongeBob when he gets to rock bottom. I can't understand your accent. Instead of the she's substituting that with the word motherfucker. So she's tossing that shit around a lot, which I think is great because she's got a very firm grasp on that word. I really like the way she articulates it. And she also freestyles her pronunciation of it towards the middle of this video as well, which is nice. So she plays around with it. But I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the asshole here. She's very clearly on drugs. You can tell by the lip smacking and constantly licking of her lips and then sticking her chin out like the Crimson Chin for some reason. She's acting like she's eating some invisible cotton candy. That lip smacking and all that, that's a sign of methamphetamine. I've seen it a couple times in the real world, and of course Live PD as well has made me an expert.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser.
God, just look at that face right there. That's the face of a warrior. A god warrior. She's about to challenge his ass to a duel, and the loser's gonna be shopping at the Walmart in the Shadow Realm. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't read the Bible in a long time, so I don't know if doing meth in a Walmart bathroom is technically a sin. I don't think meth was invented back in Jesus' time, so it's not expressly in the Ten Commandments nor the Bible, I would wager a guess. So, taking that into consideration, I could see why she would think our protagonist with the camera here was being a bit accusatory. And I'm really glad that he's pointing some fucking fingers, because that sends her into an ultra mega meltdown.
Get the fuck out of here!
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
Did you see that shift from 100 to 0 like that? She turns that switch off, going from screaming and shouting and queefing about the brethren and calling this man an accuser, talking about wizards at Hogwarts or some shit, to, yes ma'am, did you need something? What's the problem?
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
Because his religious views don't match yours, you're mad at
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell. And you are too, bitch. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your savior, you're gonna be down there fucking with them.
Yeah, that truce was short-lived. A little temporary respectfulness, and then she's going right back to talking about him going to hell, and then calls this woman a bitch who's going to hell because she doesn't have Jesus in her heart. But she doesn't know that. Maybe Jesus is in that woman's heart. She didn't take a moment to properly digest the situation and deduce whether or not Jesus was there or not. Far be it for me to make this accusation. I don't want to be labeled an accuser, but I just don't think this woman is a real ambassador for Jesus Christ. I just don't think she's doing the job properly. I don't think she knows what she's doing. She might not be qualified. There, I said it.
Screaming in holy fucking terror of fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
Yeah, totally understand. But I can't have you yelling and spewing profanities at other people that are in the store.
Well, fuck you then.
I mean,
answer my fucking question. Fuck you, don't call me ma'am. Who the fuck told you what my title is, motherfucker?
It's around this point that she starts to transform the motherfuckers, going from a very strict motherfucker to a much more relaxed and casual motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, can you call the police? All right.
Motherfucker.
You can't leave.
That's why I'm doing this, sir.
Ma'am,
this is my job.
I'm not sensing God.
She tosses around the word motherfucker more than Samuel L. Jackson, but I'm a little confused here because she says that what she's doing is her job. I'm curious to know who's paying her to go to Walmart's to start saying, motherfucker, you're gonna burn in hell if you don't repent. I just don't think that kind of job really exists. Plus, what are they supposed to do in the middle of Walmart? Just break down into tears, rip off their clothes, and piss on the floor or something to prove that they're repenting? Like, what? How, in her mind, how is this supposed to go? You're begging them to repent and saying they're going to burn in hell if they don't, but what are they supposed to do? You didn't give them a tutorial. You didn't teach them the proper ways of doing it. You know, you're just not very good at this job, if it is such a thing. I mean, I tell you, you snort 1 pound of meth in a Walmart bathroom and all of a sudden you think you're an expert on all things Jesus Christ related.
Ma'am.
You're in my personal space, bitch.
You're in my personal space.
Get out of my fucking personal space. You came over to me, motherfucker. I didn't come over to you.
Move yourself from the
Fuck
store.
you.
Ma'am.
Shut the fuck up. You all better repent. Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand!
Now she's sounding like Rita from Power Rangers right before supersizing the villain. To be fair, I think she's got a great voice if she wanted to get into like some death metal screaming and such. I think she could have a career there, but I just don't think this position she's working with is going to pan out too well for her.
Fuck you! I never brushed my fucking teeth! Don't you fucking know that? Don't you know that by now?
Aha, the truth comes out. I knew it from the get-go. I said this sounds like a woman that doesn't brush her teeth, and she admitted to it right in front of all of Walmart and God. But I don't know why she doesn't brush her teeth. I don't see what the fuck the point of that is. It's not like it's unholy or against the Bible to brush your teeth. You know, you can still have Jesus Christ in your heart and have some clean teeth, some good dental hygiene.
Get the fuck out of here, I told you! I don't give a shit! They're gonna fucking... I don't give a shit! You can lock me up in a fucking prison, life without fucking parole, and I'll be better off than any one of you motherfuckers!
Amen, sister. That was the most powerful fucking thing I've ever seen in a Walmart. Sounded like Chris Farley from that SNL skit, living in a van down by the river. Just honestly, such a heartwarming and moving speech she delivered, all while shaking around and moving like she just got hit by a taser.
Shut the fuck up! Fuck you, sir! Shut the fuck! Are you that fucking dumb? These people are going to hell. Stand up.
And the crowd goes fucking wild. That's where this story ends, but man oh man, what a bold and effective crusade it was for this woman, I would say. Just one of those classic Walmart freakouts you love to see. That's about it. See ya. Jesus Christ, it really is her again.
Huh? Does she get 72 fucking dicks in her mouth?
Whoa, that's a lot of penis. No mouth can hold 72 wieners, lady.
Do you know what date is? Month?
You're not gonna beat the Alpha Kais. Just leave, lady.
Hand off me, motherfucker!
Ooh, her catchphrase.
Guys, come this way. She's not gonna follow us.
See what happens to you. I fucking dare you to fucking touch me. One fucking
Give her a wet willy. She will melt down. She'll short circuit.
Charles, don't.
Ooh, that's a strong name, Charles. You're born for greatness. Kiss her. Confuse her. Touch her, Charles. Poke her in the stomach.
We want. Look at this. Look at this right here. You've been recorded the whole time.
She looks like an extra on The Walking Dead. Like one of the zombies that you see in the background. Did she live in Walmart?
And ask Jesus Christ to
Maybe you should ask Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think she's even wearing the same outfit from the last time. She has one set of clothes and she lives in the dumpster at Walmart.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate.
Yeah. This was the first sighting of her. This is when she first, like, came into the public eye. She's like the missing link between Homo sapiens and Sasquatch. You know what I mean? Like, you know how science is always debating, like, how the fuck are we related? How can the Sasquatch exist, you know, finding Bigfoot? She's that missing link.
You're supposed to pick up everything.
Nope, 4 bags.
Yeah. Oh, you
It's
are
like a
so
WWE
much
promotional.
Wait till your boss tells you what you got.
I'm half expecting a Ric Flair woo.
What you pick up and what
No,
you don't.
it's what you ordered.
You little twerp.
It's what you ordered.
You little twerp. I know what I ordered.
Okay.
And you're gonna pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the WrestleMania SmackDown 1999.
You like your job? Because you ain't gonna have it past today, baby.
Ooh, it's a crank window. That's a power move. He's fucking cranking it in front of her. I like that. Imagine you take a shit in front of him. I will say, though, this is a different outfit. So clearly she owns more than one. So we're getting more character development.
I'm not, because it's all on video.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, for videos. Yeah!
Woo! Esports! YouTube! I love motion pictures.
Is it worth getting in an
I told you what you were supposed to do.
She's boiling over.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay.
Like a damn child.
All right.
And you can't even follow instructions.
Why don't you go back
How
to
old are you?
Why don't you go back to
Baba baby, baba baby. Dot, 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 dot,
Oh, now I understand you. Oh, now I get it. Fuck, why didn't you just say that from the get-go? Now you sound sane. She's gonna start, like, doing the worm or something. Jump in front of this car. Hell won't accept her. Yeah, like Constantine, heaven doesn't want her, hell won't accept her. So they've condemned her to Walmarts and empty roads.
And you go to a customer's garbage cans and they got 5 bags, then you charge them for 1 extra. But you got enough common sense to pick the sucker up. This guy ain't got no common sense.
Who's she talking to? Is there an audience? Is this a theatrical performance? Oh god. We're reaching the climax. Move over, Joaquin Phoenix. What the fuck? Oh, now I'm following, okay. It's a game of charades. Sounds like meth. Damn, she's fucking busting a move. What was that? Was she hitting the low? Whipping and nay-naying? Yeah, she challenged. It's her fault. She challenged him. She was talking mad shit before this. No, Willard, don't let her say those things about your mother. Oh.
It's a good thing I'm not fragile.
It's a good thing he's not kicking.
You cannot import a endangered species if you cannot bring into
This'll teach you to talk shit about my mid-gameplay. I may be in silver, but I box like a plat.
No, we do not.
Oh, yeah, baby.
People challenge from
Oh, fuck yeah, take him down. Now he's learning strategy. Take down the man with the leash.
What does he eat?
Well, he has a very
Human flesh. Oh yeah, fucking pounding his chest like King
I
Kong.
think he had a gun.
Keep attacking the handler, then you'll be free.
Good boy, Will.
No one can stop you, and don't let her sexually harass you like that.
Make coats out. Irene.
Oh! You stepped into the danger zone there for a second, Irene.
Species. I always have to ask that.
Oh, you're fucked.
You can see why now.
That leather jacket won't protect you now.
You can see why now.
Get in with some capoeira. Like dominoes, baby. His technique is nuts. Rags the kangaroo attacks Marty the monster. Why is Marty the monster taunting Rags? About to rip his head off. Poked him in the eyes. Oh, you're so fucked, Marty. He's got him in a blood choke. It's just... Somebody get Big Bird out here. We're about to lose one. Damn, that grip is tight. He is putting he is putting him to bed. God damn. Look at those biceps. You're not getting him off easily. They have to try and like bribe him out of there. Hold him for ransom. Rarely does someone suggest something that makes me laugh, but when you give me a good kangaroo fight, I can't help but giggle. Fuck. Yeah, grovel at his feet, Marty. Fuck. Just get Marty out of there. It's like a red cape in front of a bull.
Century, 4 tsunamis have struck the coast of Alaska, including the order.
He's gonna shoot the tsunami away. How's that gonna help against the tsunami? Don't worry, I have anti-tsunami weapons. Nobody has a phobia of puppies. This man is an actor. A paid actor.
Think of your family.
Doesn't sound like a phobia, it sounds like a sexual fetish, like he's coming.
Not a coward.
You're a pussy. Not a coward, you're a step above that. Pet the goddamn puppy, Marvin. That dog's gonna have such a big ego at the dog park, like, yeah, I made a biker afraid.
There's no fear, they go after fear.
I know it's tough.
No, they don't.
You're regaining your life.
You're thinking of, like, werewolves. Dogs don't sense fear. As more and more things start opening in the world amid the pandemic, more and more middle-aged single mothers are trying to go back out into society and find things to be angry about. I recently covered the Karen apocalypse that we've just experienced. However, if the Karen apocalypse was an earthquake, what you're about to see is the aftershock. One thing I find interesting is since most people have been inside for a long time now, a lot of people are starting to get a vitamin D deficiency from what I've read. But I'd argue it's almost more dangerous to go outside due to an overdose of vitamin K. Karen. Society right now, the outside world that I've now become a stranger to, is experiencing dangerous levels of exposure to vitamin K. It's like walking into fucking Chernobyl if instead of radiation it was just pure negative Karen shit. So let me just show you the recent Karen Armageddon we're now experiencing.
45 minutes of having it on. It's the first time I've worn one. I am disoriented. I'm a little mad, if you can't tell that already.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't keeping that a secret from me. I had a sneaking suspicion. Between that stereotypical where's your manager haircut, it's time to go to corporate and take a shit, also the facial expression that just kind of conveys I'm always mad even when things are great, I was just able to immediately sniff out you were a bit upset about something.
Like, I'm frustrated, but I don't feel good physically. Like, I can tell you right now, I wasn't getting enough oxygen, and I just had on one of these little stupid things.
I see what she means. I can hardly breathe in this shit. I'm about to fucking pass out on you, just suffocating myself here. I like how my beard hair kind of sticks out here. It's like little innocent pubes popping out of someone's whitey tighties. But anyway, this is something I see a lot from these kind of people. I can't breathe in it. It's impossible. I'm suffocating to death. I would have loved to see her in the store if she's trying that shit, like she's just like falling over herself and then like everyone's ripping the mask off to try and save her life. Jesus! What is this, a mask? She's killing herself for our safety, what a hero! She's wearing a mask and she's dying for it! As if there's anything easier in the world than just putting on a mask. Like, how fucking spoiled and entitled and weak do you have to be to think that putting on a mask is some like giant sacrifice or something that's hard?
I feel dizzy. my hands are kind of tingly. My heart is beating fast, so some of it's an emotional reaction, but some of it's a physical reaction.
Now, I'm no doctor, so please take this diagnosis with a grain of salt, but I think what you're experiencing is hyper-screeching withdrawals. The symptoms seem about in line with that. You see, for 2 months, you haven't been able to go out in public and yell and scream at retail workers, so your body's just been a little bit confused, and now that you're out in public again, it's getting tingles, it's getting anxious, it's just its way of responding.
I understand the virus is real. Okay, I understand the virus is real.
Well, that's better than a lot of people on Facebook, so good for her there. But it's also extremely sad that there's actually people that don't think it's real, so you have to clarify that you believe in it, as if there's some type of fucking debate on whether or not it's real.
Friends, look at the numbers and tell me why everybody's living in fear. Tell me why we're putting these things on and not being able to breathe. I just want to cry.
Well, go ahead and cry. I'm not gonna arrest you for it. Let it all out. And as for why people are putting masks on and not being able to breathe, I think that's a problem exclusive only to you. I mean, this may come as a shock, but doctors work like 12-hour days with a mask on the entire time. Nurses too, so they can clearly breathe. The design's fine. No one's suffocating wearing a mask. Just because you soldiered through a brave 45 minutes while getting your gluten-free food at the Whole Foods doesn't mean that you're some expert on masks now. I'm pretty sure you were breathing just fine. I don't know how the fuck you walk around breathing if you're struggling in a mask. Do you just, like, wide open mouth, just suck all the air in as big as possible?
That's all I want to do is cry, because you can't see people's faces. You can't make human connection. We can't hug people. We can't hold their babies.
That's kind of a weird thing to point out, right? You can't hold people's babies? Like, what does this woman do? Just go around, like, snatching babies, like, bringing them back to the stork or something? Like, that's not exactly common. You shouldn't be going up to strangers and asking to hold their babies in the first place. Now, if you're around your friends and shit, yeah, I guess not being able to hold their babies might be a common problem. I don't really know. I just feel like that's a strange one to point out. Like, you know, a lot of bad shit's come with the coronavirus, but one thing no one's really talking about, the worst thing is, we can't just hold people's babies anymore.
It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And I'm not okay with it. Nothing about what we're doing is supported by the numbers that are out there. Those of you that know me, like, I am one of the most compassionate, caring people you will ever meet.
Whenever someone says something like that, I immediately doubt it. No one that's actually compassionate and caring goes around wearing that like a badge of honor. I'm so humble. In fact, I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever get to know. In fact, I probably care more about all of you people than you people even care about yourselves. That's how good of a person I am, and you should know that. And I'm just letting you know that, just because I am such a good person. You know, that doesn't really rub me the right way. I just doubt that claim. But as she said, she's not okay with it, so I think it's time we cancel the coronavirus. Let's just get rid of the coronavirus now. This lady is clearly not having a good time because of it, and since she's not okay with it, well, we need to change everything. I like this one because the lady in it walks around like a video game NPC. It's like she's playing Animal Crossing with the shovel trying to get the right slot. But instead of a shovel, she's using her phone to record for her Facebook anti-vax group, so...
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to make you wear a mask. It's against the law.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm not going to question her. She seems like the law. She's like the embodiment of the law. So whatever she says, yeah, you know, I'm just going to agree with.
The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all. This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies.
It's always just impressive how people can get to this point and be like this. To blame Bill Gates, of all people you could have chosen. You could have done something a little cooler, like going after Elon Musk, since he's doing some like weird shit on Twitter. Why not target him? But to go after Bill Gates just seems, I don't know, underwhelming. To make him like this giant Thanos behind the coronavirus. I would have preferred if they chose a different path for their supervillain, but it is what it is. For some reason they've chosen him. And I think the most impressive thing about this one in particular is the lady filming. She was filming because she so firmly believes that she's in the right and doesn't look crazy. And I always think that's just the wildest part. How people can be so disconnected from reality that they think that they're right and justified with their behavior that they'll go so far as to film it for their friends in their little Facebook echo chambers. I just think that's just sad and pretty wild.
If there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick. You're making... Breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out sugar.
No, baby, that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all the Mexicans.
Do you believe in the COVID?
They want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody. Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
It's actually really hard to keep up with the exposition here. I really don't understand at all what she's talking about or where she's going. But god damn it, she's confident in it and really fucking obnoxious.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe with the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds. You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you.
That's something I hear a lot from this community. Do your research. It's like flat earthers. Do real research, not like, you know, real research. Do our research. Please read our sources. Please stay on Facebook and read our bullshit. But these people are so ingrained in their beliefs that no matter what, they're never changing. Like in that Flat Earth documentary, there's multiple groups of Flat Earthers that prove themselves wrong multiple times and still just brush it off like, oh, we must have just done something wrong. Now, the world can't be round because we think it's flat. So all this, everything that proves it's round that we just did ourselves, well, it's wrong. We must have messed up because it's flat. That's the exact same way these people operate. No matter what, they're not going to change what they believe. Which sucks because it's just objectively wrong and harmful misinformation that they share between each other, but it is what it is, and at least you get some Karens melting down in public, which is always at least fun to watch from a distance.
Be smart, please, for your sake, because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body, she's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide, that it's going to make her sick, she's not getting enough breath in her lungs, which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Have a lovely day going home and then yelling at your husband.
Okay, so I need to talk to a manager because I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay, understood.
Perfect.
Just a moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's always refreshing to hear that signature catchphrase, I need to speak to a manager. It's refreshing, honestly. I just really, you can always get like a sense of joy when a very irate woman says those words because you already know what's going to follow, and it just never really gets old.
Hi. Hi, I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask, and I'm not required by HIPAA rules and regulations to disclose that.
Being a loudmouthed asshole is not a medical condition that prevents a mask. In fact, it should be encouraged so that way you're not just fucking screeching. At least the mask will act like a little muffler, like a fucking silencer on James Bond's gun for your fucking yelling at the retail workers. I also decided to look into it because she publicly talks about herself in this video and puts herself out there, so I looked into it. The medical condition she has does not prevent her from wearing a mask in any way. And just for the sake of playing by her rules, I won't disclose what the medical condition is, but she talks about it constantly and just has it plastered all over her website. She's also an avid flat earther and considers herself a general truther in all things, as most of these people do.
Okay, can we shop for you?
So, what does that look like? I have private things I want to get that maybe I don't want you to see.
For you, but I can't let you in the store without a mask.
Okay, so where's the regulations that state that?
The regulations?
Yeah.
That is company
Because you're discriminating against me now. Do you know that?
The bombshell! She said she's being discriminated against. Oh, well, now this company needs to close its doors or let her in and let her make her own rules. Now you've gone too far. To discriminate against her? Yep, now you've gone too far. You're going on her blog, mister. You're really done fucked up now.
You're discriminating against me. No, because I have private stuff that I don't want you to see.
What kind of private stuff could you possibly be buying at a grocery store? What, are you scraping bacon grease off the grills in the back and are embarrassed about it? Are you smuggling plutonium in there or something? What could possibly be a big secret at a grocery store that would be embarrassing? All they fucking carry for the most part is food and vitamins. What, do you want people to not know that you take fish oil pills or something? I don't really get it. It's a lame fucking excuse. These people just look for reasons to stay angry, even when people are offering alternatives to kind of fit into what they're comfortable with in their lunacy. This man's going above and beyond, saying, we can shop for you, we can do this for you, do that for you, and she just comes up with the most outlandish excuses to not use that and stay angry. It's wild to me.
You can call corporate office, but I can't help you.
Okay, well, you guys can get a lawsuit because you can't discriminate.
I'm trying to help you, but I'm
No,
not gonna
you can't. How's that helping when you're gonna do shopping for me? I'm gonna give you my bank information. How do I?
Huge kudos to this guy for staying so calm during a Category 5 Karen hurricane, because this shit is so fucking annoying. I don't know how he was able to maintain his cool.
Miss, call corporate office. I'm sorry.
Okay, I need a card. Do you have a card for them?
I sure can.
That'd be great. If anybody wants to shop here, you have to have a mask, and here is the policies.
I edited out the part where she talks about who she is and also where she is, just for the sake of not having people go harass her. But she talks about the policies, which a company is absolutely entitled to have, and pretty much everywhere requires you to wear a mask. But for some reason, these whiny children just can't put a mask on, which takes literally less than a second. It's genuinely one of the easiest things a human being can possibly do. It takes no effort, it takes no time, and it's not that big of a fucking deal. Just some fucking misbehaving children. You can't tell me what to do. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum and I'm gonna throw my Legos on that side of the room and you can't stop me. Fuck you. I'm putting this on Facebook.
But you're pretty chipper. You're pretty chipper. Huh? You're happy?
Why not be?
Why are you happy?
Yeah, buddy. Why are you happy when she's clearly not happy? Because she's unhappy, no one in the world is allowed to be happy. If there was a kid with an ice cream cone and a smile on their face, this woman would go over and slap that shit right out of their hands. And do you know why? It's because she's unhappy. So why the fuck is anyone else allowed to be happy? But yeah, anyway, these are the most recent Karen sightings. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more as the floodgates are starting to open. So stay tuned for more incredible Karen antics out in society. That's about it. See ya. It's been another high-octane, action-packed week of Karen activity, reaching an all-time high. If you're checking with the meteorologist, you'll know that there's at least been a 90% chance of a downpour of Karens on any given day this last week, so it's been pretty wild. Pandora's box has been fully opened, and now we're left with the wrath and the chaos of the Karens. I can't help but draw similarities between what's happening right now and what happened in my favorite movie, 1999's The Mummy, when Brendan Fraser and the crew accidentally revive a mummy, and then as a result of this there were plagues that were put upon the world. I feel like something might have happened in this day and age where someone opened a sarcophagus and the only plague that came with that was these Karens. We'll go ahead and start with the most popular Karen sighting this week. This one's actually pretty special and pretty scientifically important, I'd argue. This isn't just some generic Karen, this is actually the guardian spirit of blueberries Karen. She comes out when she feels blueberries are being threatened, and it's someone we've read about in fairy tales, but until now we've never had video evidence that this Karen even exists. This is like finding a video of Bigfoot.
I pay taxes, I pay for this park,
You
and
pay
I don't
for this
like
park.
to see people wrecking it.
We're not wrecking it. There's literally so many berries everywhere.
Oh my god, we're not wrecking it! Oh, there's so many berries out here, there's so many berries!
I cannot.
Complete twits.
You ever get so mad at someone that you just bust a fucking move? This Karen got so upset that she just couldn't help but hit the electric slide part 2 right then and there. I've said it before and it's absolutely true. Karens are just like children with temper tantrums and shit like that. Basically, a Karen is the result of a toddler being Freaky Friday'd into the body of a miserable middle school English teacher.
We're twits. You're the one coming up to two young girls, getting
Young
mad
girls,
at them for
yeah,
picking
you're
something
like 6 years old.
6 years old.
Because we wanted to eat some berries.
I'm saying, eat all the berries you want, just don't take the bush with you.
It's not the bush, it's literally it's a tiny branch of berries.
She's like King Ramses from that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode. Return the slab! Return the berries, or suffer my curse. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to see her break out those moves again where she's flailing her arms around acting like she's swatting away invisible bees that are swarming her.
Why don't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business?
You know, that is the fucking rudest thing you've said to me.
You decided
Go
to come
back
up
where
to
you
us.
came from if you want to use language like that.
Oh, why don't you go back to where you came from, you fucking colonizer?
I like how that's where the line in the sand was. You've gone too far telling me to mind my own business. Are you kidding me? Mind my own business. Do you know who I am? I can't mind my own business because I'm fucking miserable and I need to get mad at every opportunity possible so I can yell at some kids, so I can boogie down with my fucking noodle arms, and I need to get mad. Mind my own business. Now I've gone way too fucking far and now I'm fucking upset. Imagine thinking it's rude when someone tells you, hey, just mind your own shit. Honestly, the rational response to that should be like, you know what? That's a really good point. This isn't affecting me personally. Why did I interject myself into this? I'm getting the fuck out.
Where you come from? Where did you come from? I'm actually curious. Where's
U.S.
U.S.?
Oh, yeah.
So you're not
so
even
you're
from
not
here.
Canadian either. Yeah, I am.
Oh, but we are Canadian too. I was born here.
I was born here too.
Okay. Were you born here?
No.
Okay, so this is actually like I was born here and you're not even born here, and you're telling me to go back to where your grandparents weren't either. That's the thing. Were your grandparents born here? No.
Yeah, that angle didn't pan out too well for you there, did it? Not only did they get to eat those berries, but they got to slap you down right there on your own fucking stupid argument. So that was a bit rough for you.
Is that what you want?
I'm just having to get a mask on.
I don't have a mask. I don't have a mask. This is fucking ridiculous. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You're not going to sell me this? It's going to take you to... I'm spreading more dirt standing here, for God's sakes.
Yeah, this seems about par for the course. This looks about right for your average Miller Lite consumer here. I imagine there hasn't been a single case of Miller Lite that's been sold that hasn't had this kind of negative interaction with a customer. Buying a case of Miller Lite just says to your friends and family, hey, I make bad choices. Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I've made it very clear in the past, Miller Lite is my least favorite beer. It just tastes like somebody plugged a catheter into my high school bully and is just milking the piss out of them and feeding it to me. It just tastes like I'm drinking hateful piss.
I'm not paying for a fucking mask. I'm not paying for it. We have a right in America not to wear a fucking mask. Have you not watched the news?
There's almost nothing more frustrating than listening to these stupid fucking troglodytes think that they're right when they're just outright wrong and refusing to accept that they're wrong. It is a business. A business can put whatever policies they want and refuse service to people that don't abide by those policies. That is their right. But then you have these fucking dumb homunculus walk around, my rights, my rights, my rights. I can jerk off in the store if I wanted to. It's my penis. God gave me this penis. You're not the boss of my penis. I could beat my fucking meat right here with no mask on, and you can't stop me. It's so fucking silly that no one seems to understand that a business can enforce whatever the fuck it wants to on the people that choose to shop there. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. And I don't understand this huge hoopla about masks in the first place. Why don't you get upset about the fact that businesses require you to wear clothes to shop there? It takes a lot more effort to put on a shirt and pants than it does to put on a mask. Why don't you get upset about that? They're taking control of your bodies, saying what you need to wear to come into their business. That's infringing on your so-called rights that you're arguing about. Why is it only the mask you take an issue with? The mask is a lot less effort than putting on clothes in the morning. Why don't you just try and shop around naked and see how that pans out?
We don't have to do this.
It says on the paper right here, it's going to be mask.
There, find it. I'm not going to touch it. I think it went over there.
Pick it up. You spit on the first time. Don't do that. I'm just okay.
Karen going with the classics here by spitting on the man, which is a crime. So now the only rights that you're entitled to, Karen, are your Miranda rights. That's assault. And during a pandemic, it's more than assault. You're just a giant piece of shit.
They're playing. That's what the park is for.
I never saw a car in here before.
It's a Power Wheel
It
car,
doesn't
man.
bother me. What bothers me is you have a little kid in here that doesn't have a driver's license. He's just a little kid and you're not with him.
It's not a real car.
This one's almost just a wholesome Karen encounter. She smells some people were having fun at the park, so she goes out of her way to just put the kibosh on that shit and shut it down. And then she takes notice, wait a minute, those are little kids in a truck? Is that a truck in the park? Hey, what the fuck is this? These are some unlicensed kids in a fucking cyber truck. Are you kidding me? You're a terrible parent. Where are their license? I'm gonna have them thrown in the slammer for this. This is a crime. This is a fucking crime. In my peaceful park? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Don't talk to me. Did I invite you into my conversation? Did I invite you into my conversation? Did I invite you into my conversation? Do you have any right to be speaking to me right now? Are you involved in this situation? Are you involved in it?
I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not. And don't talk to me. Do not talk to me. Take your bullshit mask off and act like a real person and do it. You are not the boss of me.
Oh yeah, she did it. She just dropped the "you're not the boss of me" line. Every single Karen freakout is more and more evidence that as Karens age, they become more and more like children. It's like some Benjamin Button shit. I was half expecting this woman to throw a chocolate bar on the ground and start crying about how unfair the other lady was being.
Didn't you say you were in a hurry?
You either don't. You guys can all fucking wait. Don't talk to me.
We are waiting with patience and kindness.
No, you're all fucking talking to me when I told you not to.
This is probably the most conversation this lady's gotten in the last 30 years. Her children grew up and started to ignore her. She doesn't get to see her grandchildren very often. They ignore her phone calls. And now, finally, some people are talking to her and she just doesn't even know how to respond. So she's just lashing out at everyone here because she just doesn't know how to converse with anyone anymore. She's out of practice and she's just kind of a big asshole.
I don't care. What are you going to do about it?
Look what you're doing to
What
this
are you going to
child.
do about it?
Look at this little
What are
girl.
you going to do? What are you going to do about it?
That's a terrible
What are you going to do about it?
Try to get
Run your bitch ass mouth like the dumbass cunt that you are? Cool.
Oh, I do say that was a bit too far. Wow. I always like when a Karen says, "What are you going to do about it?" and then get like fucking shocked when someone actually does something, like slap her. We've seen like 1,000 of those by now, but unfortunately in this case, the woman wasn't feeling like slapping her. Probably wouldn't even be worth like the extra effort to walk up there and then just take one on her cheek. But I always find that to be pretty remarkable because they're constantly egging it on and then play the victim when something does happen. And I have no doubt in my mind, if that lady did swing on her, this one that's making the big huff and puff would have totally abandoned all sense of toughness and just start crying about how she's the victim and calling the police about what just happened.
That's assault!
No, it's not.
If you spit on her, that is assault!
She's in my face touching me. Call the police. I'm cool with that.
Not on her!
She's touching me. Yes, it is.
You spit on her!
There's nothing more cowardly than spitting on somebody, and it's very common right now with Karens. That's really their go-to signature move. Their anime finisher is just the old loogie that they pop at someone that they're having a disagreement with. But yeah, these were the biggest Karen clips of this week, and another great week of Karen activity for sure. And I don't think there's any signs of the Karens starting to slow down or become self-aware. For as long as Facebook exists, these Karens will exist. And that's about it. So yeah. A few years ago, we were blessed with one of the finest public meltdowns this world has ever seen. The Bagel Boss guy. This was an incident that occurred at a bagel shop where a guy who was on the shorter side of things absolutely went ballistic and lost his mind, all because he felt like he was being insulted for his height. So he got really aggressive, trying to fight everyone, like a small chihuahua lashing out at the bigger dog. Turned it into a huge spectacle, yelling and screaming. I'm sure in his head he imagined himself like Kratos from God of War with all of this anger, but in reality he just came across like a squeaky toy. It was so beautifully silly, and today I think we may have found his spiritual successor. There was a man who melted down in a McDonald's about his height.
I'm right here. You wanna show us people what a fucking big man you are? Picking on a fucking little man? Come on! Come on! Hey, come on!
What's wild to me is he actually looks like the Bagel Boss. They could be brothers. So they have the same build, the same face, and the same attitude, and the same effect on women. Her face really tells the whole story on how uncomfortable it is to be around something like this. I love watching videos on these kind of outrageous freakouts for no reason, but I think if I was there in person, I would just feel so slimy and yucky. It'd be so fucking miserable to be around it.
Come on, motherfucker! Bring it on, motherfucker! Bring it on, motherfucker! Yeah! Come on! Hey! Bring it on, motherfucker! Hey! Bring it on, motherfucker! You bring it on! God damn it! You bring it on, fucking later!
There is a lot to unpack in that 10-second clip right there. So let's get to the post-fight analysis here and break it down. So after getting into this man's face and yelling point blank at him like it was a Call of Duty lobby on Xbox Live, the guy finally has enough and he starts yelling back, which I think is adorable. That's like something you do to handle a bear. Like if you're trapped and a bear's coming at you and it's hungry and salivating, you just make yourself look big and get real loud. So this guy just yells back at him and then throws him against the wall. and the smaller gentleman here, his brain malfunctions, I guess, so he takes his soda, he throws it on himself, fucking waterboards himself with the Coke, and then throws it on the ground, only to slip on it. So this man just Macaulay Culkin booby-trapped himself, so he slips like it's a banana peel out of Mario Kart, hits the ground really hard, and struggles to get up briefly, and then the fight gets broken up, unfortunately. If you can even call this a fight. This is just such a sad Looney Tunes level event, what happened here. Nothing went right for the instigator here, the smaller guy who's for some reason really upset. I want to see this altercation from this guy's perspective because he's doing a much better job than the current cameraman. This guy's in like a squatted position getting a really cinematic angle here. He absolutely has some directing experience. So I'd really like to see the video from his phone because the cameraman that we're following right now is terrible. He is missing all of the action. Our cameraman is looking everywhere but where he should be. It's so frustrating.
Lay your ass out! Hey! Do you hear me?
Unfortunately, this is all we get here because I guess the cameraman was too fucking drunk to just focus on one thing. I don't know what he was doing. Just constantly turning around like clothes in a washing machine. The second the action started, he just blanked out and just got everything that wasn't important. Filming the wall, filming people behind him, looking at the ground, never once getting them in frame again. It's so frustrating. I would really like the other angles here, but I haven't been able to find them yet. It's unfortunate we don't get to see the conclusion, but at least we get to hear some of it. The smaller guy keeps saying, "I'm gonna lay your ass out," which I think is a hollow threat. I think the time for intimidation is long past since you just took yourself out. So, it's kind of hard to make people afraid of you after that when it comes to fighting. I think he should have just cut his losses, and once they were broken up, maybe just give him, like, a cool one-liner on the way out, like, "You're lucky this guy stopped me, or else you'd be in the hospital from me beating your ass mercilessly," and then just leave. But if you keep saying I'm gonna lay your ass out after you actually just ate shit on your own accord, it's just kind of more embarrassing, I would say. Like, this guy really owes a huge debt to the worker that separated the two of them, because without him, I think this could have gone a lot worse. It could have been significantly more painful for him because he bit off a lot more than he could chew here. I'd also like this video to serve as a PSA. If you're going to film a public freakout, film the fucking freakout, not everything around it. I don't know if he was trying to be like sneaky with his phone so no one knew he was recording or something, so he just didn't know where he was aiming, or what went wrong here, but this is just such horrible camera work and it's insulting. I'm almost more mad at the camera guy than that smaller guy was with the customer in line. Like, it makes me so upset. I'm getting furious. I'm getting short man rage right now because the cameraman couldn't fucking focus on the action. Just, you know, you're there filming, you've made the decision to film, now be good at it. Or at least competent, like close to it. Because the second that this like started to pop off, we lose all visual on it. It's so upsetting, it's so frustrating. And another thing, every time these freakouts happen, one thing that I always find interesting is people start laughing at them, like directly, or in this case shouting World Star and laughing at them and filming. You have to feel like such a clown. You know, like you're super mad, like you're ready to fight and everyone's laughing at you. It has to be the worst feeling ever and just makes you even more mad. It happens in every freakout video ever, and I can only imagine how much that fuels the rage in like this endless cycle. So, pretty great video overall, a good freakout. It's McDonald's, so you're always guaranteed some great quality freakouts, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. Every single one of us has turned to Google in our time of need when it comes to asking questions, whether it's medical related, like, you know, I jammed my finger playing basketball, what now? You'll get a million results telling you that what actually happened is you've contracted the bubonic plague, or you ask for simple tutorials, how to replace your air filters, and you'll get WikiHow guides that just have you taking apart your air conditioning unit, or Quora, God forbid, giving you the absolute worst advice this world has ever seen. Point is, every question we have gets asked to Google, and sometimes you get terrible responses that are outright wrong. And I think this is most prevalent when it comes to phone and technology-related inquiries. I'm sure all of us are guilty of trying the wet phone in rice thing. That was so popular, and as far as I know, actually did work in some cases where if you like drop your phone in the toilet or in the sink or something, you immediately take it out and put it in a thing of rice, and then like in an hour or a day or whatever, it's better and fixed. Well, it doesn't work for every possible water-related damage to a phone, and that was a lesson that this guy learned the hard way and was not ready to accept, so he made a massive fucking scene about his phone being repaired.
Someone just told me this morning, I'm talking about a water damaged phone.
Okay.
Someone told me this morning that they put a whole video camera in a bag of white rice and it solved the problem.
Okay.
Why would it not solve this?
This guy looks so familiar and I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's this leather biker jacket he's got on that makes him look like one of the greasers from The Outsiders or what. Maybe he just resembles a famous actor, like a young Bryan Cranston is what I keep coming back to, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But anyway, he's upset because his phone got repaired, but he's thinking he got scammed because someone said he could have just put it in white rice and fixed the whole thing as if it's some kind of panacea. Like white rice is this miracle potion that'll fix any phone damage.
Because white rice does not repair an electrical connection that's damaged.
How do you know what was wrong in there?
I went through it.
You didn't need to.
I went through it and looked, and I found the problem.
I asked you if white rice would repair it. You said no.
So you're saying the difference between brown rice, which you tried,
I didn't try brown rice.
I really wish we had the beginning of this, because it seems like they got into an argument of white rice versus brown rice and what's better at repairing damaged phones. Like, I feel like we've just gone back to the Middle Ages, as if I took a phone back to, you know, the Shire, and I have to consult the local hobbit shaman when my iPhone's damaged. Like, hey, how do I fix this? I dropped it in the pond over there washing my clothes. And he's like, oh, well, Charles, have you tried white rice? Like, I understand the white rice strategy, life hack, has worked maybe once or twice, or even more. I couldn't tell how effective it is, but it's not going to fix everything. If his phone was left in the water for a while and all the electrical circuits were kind of fried, white rice isn't going to somehow magically repair that. It's going to dry it out, great, but it's not going to all of a sudden, like, reassemble those connections. I'm not an expert here, but I would trust the person who is. And this is such a nonsensical argument on brown rice or white rice. Neither one of them is going to solve that problem, which this guy just does not seem to understand.
It's on camera. That's what you said yesterday.
I said brown rice, but I did not say. I said I said rice. I did not say white rice. White rice will repair that.
You have said 3 different things since you've stood here.
And you lied to me.
No.
You lied to me.
Not once.
Let's just wait till the cops get here.
Okay.
Okay.
God, I hate that stupid smirk he keeps doing here. Just so smug. Gives him the most punchable face on the planet. Just a face that's begging for a knuckle sandwich. His attitude too, oh, it's so repulsive. What a piece of shit. You can tell he's having a great time arguing. He's getting off on it. You can actually just feel him busting nuts in his tight little trousers there at how much fun he's having, making this worker's day a little worse, just arguing over nothing. His phone is repaired now, but he's upset because he could have done it with white rice, he says. Well then, break your phone again and prove your point. I want you to now go into that employee bathroom, drop it in the toilet, leave it there for a couple minutes, take it out, put it in white rice and see if it fixes it. And when it doesn't, I'm charging you triple. I'd also love to know his thought process on getting the cops involved. What are they going to do? Sir, what seems to be the problem? This scam artist, this snake oil salesman fixed my phone when I could have just put it in rice. Throw him in the slammer, please.
I could take it apart and show you exactly.
I don't care what was wrong because all it did was slide in water, sir. You told me flat out white rice will not repair that. Flat out.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It won't.
Okay. That's not what I'm hearing.
I don't know what this fucking guy thinks white rice is capable of. Does he think they're like little nanobots that go in there and repair electrical devices? Like, I don't get it. I don't know why he thinks white rice is just this all-powerful entity that can fix all phones. I know for a fact he's not talking to people in person about this conundrum. He absolutely consulted his reptilian Facebook group and all of them were talking about white rice and chemtrails. So now he charged this place just to be an asshole here. Like, it's so upsetting to see. He fixed your phone already, man. Leave him alone. If you want to go use white rice and brown rice, or, Jesus Christ, even wild rice if we're talking, you know, magic, then go ahead and do that next time. This guy's such a confusing, stupid asshole as well. He said that the employee lied to him, telling him that rice wouldn't work, which it wouldn't, I imagine. But if you went to this store to get your phone repaired, why would you even ask about rice without trying it yourself? Why would you drive all the way there and then ask them about rice when apparently all your friends know better than the expert? Why not just try the rice first and see if it worked? And when that didn't work, go to this guy. Why do this first and then come back complaining about, rice was an option?
Well, what you hear and what I actually did are two different things.
I don't care what you did.
Yeah, you.
No, I don't.
Okay, so what kind of world do you live in where what is actually repaired and what you're told are two different things, and you don't care to know the truth?
I do care to know the truth.
Okay.
You can't handle the truth, you fucking wax statue. This man has told you a million times rice wouldn't work, and you don't know if rice 100% would have. I'm very confident that rice probably wouldn't have, and I don't even know the situation here. So, I don't know why he's even having this argument. It's so fucking worthless. He's just here to make a scene because he's got nothing else going on in his life, and he's just one of those people that thrive on controversy, so he's here, and he's just enjoying the misery of this whole situation.
I've been told by many people that white rice will do it.
Okay.
I come in here to your business, you tell me it won't.
I can tell you the world is flat.
A lot of people will tell me it won't. It isn't.
Exactly.
Now the NPC's glitching out here. He can't wrap his head around what just happened. He made himself look like an even bigger fool. Is such a stupid douchebag. This again just highlights my point that there is no winning when it comes to customer service. This guy did his job well, did exactly what the customer asked him to do, fix my phone. He did it, and there was still a problem. The man came back the next goddamn day to make a big hoopla about it. It's so frustrating to watch. Again, my heart goes out to anyone working in a field that involves dealing with customers. It's miserable, and I'm wishing you the absolute best. I also hope that the second this video ended, this guy left the store and it was a torrential downpour. Just an absolute monsoon. A biblical storm blew through and once again waterlogged his phone, immediately breaking it. And then he went home, tried rice, and the whole goddamn thing just blew up. And now he's gonna have to get a new phone. That's if there's any justice in the world, that's how that played out in my fanfic. Anyway, that's really about it. So yep. I don't know the cause for this epidemic, but it continues to get worse. Over the last few months, there has just been an unstoppable flood of videos showcasing insufferable douchebags going ballistic at customer service workers for no reason. I have made so much content insulting these people, I'm basically like the dare class for it now. But instead of warning you about drugs, I'm warning you about being an unlikable asshole. Today there's been a pretty goofy one involving a hotel guest getting upset at a hotel worker and making unreasonable requests because he's too fucking stupid to figure out how to book a room properly, or he's just a straight up scammer.
2 kids, 2 adults.
Yeah.
The reservation on our phone is clear, what we reserved.
Yeah.
What do you expect us to do?
Well, with that one, we could get you checked in. It came in as a king suite reservation, so it has a king bed and a sofa pull-out couch.
Now the video starts in the middle of the boss battle here. We're coming in raw right into the front lines off of a hot drop. So what's happening here is the hotel guest urinal cake is now starting to argue with the worker because he's unsatisfied with the room that he booked because he doesn't believe it's accommodating enough for the 4 people that's with him, 2 adults and 2 kids. Now, it is missing a little bit of context what led up to this, but luckily the hotel worker did make a TikTok to explain it, and it sounds like this guy was just trying to scam.
So what happened was he basically reserved a 2 queen bed suite that had the 2 queen beds and the sofa pull-out couch, but then he called and he canceled that reservation because it was too expensive, and then he made another reservation through a third party for the king suite that has obviously the king bed and the sofa pull-out couch, but he was fighting to get like the 2 queen bed suite, but we were sold out.
Yeah, this sounds really shady. This sounds like a really dog shit hustle that Ed and Eddie would have done to save a couple extra quarters to spend on jawbreakers. According to this story, he booked the larger suite with 2 queen beds and then canceled it, went to a third party to book the king suite, and then made this wonderful idea, this genius plan, to throw a temper tantrum, kick his little feet, shake his fist, squeeze his nipples, and complain to the worker until they upgraded him to the Queen Suite, which he had just canceled. And it clearly didn't work because he must have forgot that hotels can sell rooms once they've been canceled. So the lady explained to him that every other room was booked, so he had no other alternatives, so he's just stuck there with his dick in his hand in that king suite that he purchased, or that he reserved. And he's not very happy about it.
We expect this to be right. We have 2 kids and us. We can't all sleep in a king bed. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I understand. It's the way that Booking.com sent us the reservation, so all that we have is that, and we're sold out for tonight.
Okay, I get that. So what do you expect us to do? That's my question.
What do you mean, what does she expect you to do? She expects you to go fuck yourself. Who cares? She's not your mom. It's not her responsibility to coddle you. She's given you the cold, hard truth, and you're refusing to accept it, and there's nothing she can do. There's no wiggle room to somehow just snap her fingers and all of a sudden all of the hotel rooms are available for you to take your pick of. It's you figure it out. You caused this problem. This is a problem you created. Now you find the solution. You're the one that blew this whole operation here, ruined the family vacation, bah humbugged Christmas away with your terrible booking. You know, that's on you, buddy. Like, I don't understand why he's trying to put the onus on her to solve the problem he created. And again, this is assuming this wasn't a scam from the get-go, which to me it does sound like it. Like he's going through this sob story of, we have 2 kids. It's 2 adults and 2 kids, and it's cold outside. It's 70 degrees outside. Like, what do you want us to do? Go out there and freeze to death? Oh my God, we're gonna fucking starve if we don't get this double queen bed room. No. It seems like he's just trying to drum up a sob story and try and get upgraded and pay the price of the king suite, which was a smaller one. And if the goal was to scam, I think he should have done a better job of acting and come up with a more sympathetic story. Just go whole hog with this one. Double down. Get the family involved. So, get some props. You have your wife wheel in one of the kids on a stretcher, right? With an oxygen tank set up to it, maybe even like a heartbeat monitor or something. And you just gently pat their head like, it's okay, Cliff. We'll find somewhere else to go tonight. God damn it, Martha, I made him a promise. We'll get him to that doctor's appointment. We just need somewhere to stay first. We'll find it. Then maybe with the sympathy and the tears start flowing, then maybe the hotel worker somehow clears up a room. But you just didn't commit hard enough. I do think this is a scam, by the way. I really do get that feeling. He continues to ignore the most crucial part of this statement. It's not just a king bed in that suite. It's a king bed plus a full pull-out couch, or a full pull-out bed from the couch. So that's already 2 beds. You can absolutely, comfortably have 4 people in a 2-bed situation. Now, I do understand that it's possible he's in a loveless marriage and him and his wife haven't shared a bed in the last 10 years, but I think just for one night they could set that aside, sleep next to each other in order for him to have an extra night to solve this problem. But for some reason he keeps ignoring that statement about the pull-out couch.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, so we could either check you into the room or we could cancel the reservation. That's the only 2 options.
Sleep in our car?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, where else are we going to go? Are there any other Holiday Inn Express hotels you can check us into?
I don't have the power to do that, but there are Holiday Inn Expresses in Bloomington.
So you're not going to help us. You're going to say, take the room as it is, or you're on your own.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what she should do, and exactly all she can do in this situation. There is no further help she can offer because the whole place is fucking booked, and it's your fault that this has become a catastrophe.
What I can do to help you guys is get you guys checked into the room that has the king bed and the sofa pull-out couch. But apart from that, we don't have any other rooms to check you guys into. If it's regarding what you guys reserved, you would have to call Booking.com so that they could assist you with something that happened on their end. But this is just the information that we've received from Booking.com.
Who hasn't checked in? What else is available with more beds?
We don't have any other rooms available.
Who hasn't checked in yet?
Another brilliant plan from the chess master. So now he's wondering if he can just take a room from someone who hasn't currently checked in. I'm sure that's totally legal and won't lead to a huge problem for the hotel worker to do that. Man, this guy really does think he's the main character. I have no doubt he's gone through his entire life with people just absolutely giving him everything he's ever wanted on a silver platter. He just comes across as that kind of entitled douchebag. What an absolutely outrageous ask. Who hasn't checked in yet, and can I have their room? What do you mean no?
These rooms are reserved. I can't take them from somebody that's already reserved a room.
You gave somebody our room, right? The way it was supposed to be reserved?
No, because we held the room that we had the information for, which is the King Suite. That's what Booking.com sent over to us, so we kept that room for you guys.
You can hear this guy's brain start to melt down as it sloshes against his skull here and hurting itself as it's trying to process everything. So he believes that they've given away the room that he rightfully earned after canceling it. I believe he's referring to the room with 2 queen beds. And so he's for some reason upset about that and trying to guilt trip them like, oh, but this is what we really wanted, even though he had canceled it. So just a big blunder here.
How did you think 4 people would fit in that room? I mean, when you see it come in, don't you go, this doesn't make sense?
No, because Booking.com sends us the information, so that's the reservation, and we hold it as it is.
You didn't thoroughly investigate this man's family after he had reserved a room through Booking.com? You didn't go to his Facebook page and look at the height and weight of each member of his family in order to deduce whether or not they would comfortably fit into a king suite? Are you even doing your job? Unbelievable. I mean, now I see the guy has a point. Just what a fucking stupid asshole. Holy shit. And again, he keeps ignoring the most important part. It's not just 1 king bed in that room. There is also a full mattress on that sofa. It's a pull-out couch. So he can absolutely fit his whole family there. 4 people can stay in 2 beds. It's been done plenty of times before. I've also been in the situations like that where it's no problem at all. It's pretty easy.
So you think 4 of us can sleep in that room? That's your suggestion?
I'm not too sure how you guys were going to, do the setup in there. We just have the reservation as it was sent into us.
And you have no other alternatives to solve it?
We're completely sold out for tonight.
Shockingly, no other room sprung up as available in the 30 seconds this guy spent pressing the issue, so unfortunately it's still in the exact same spot. Though if a room did become available, I would absolutely understand if she just didn't bother telling him, because fuck this guy.
I'm just stepping in, but you have a king bed and a pull-out bed, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 beds.
And 4 kids. 2 kids and us. And it's none of your business either. What are you doing jumping into this? It's not.
Well, look, I mean, I don't think that
it's none of your business.
It's,
Yeah, shut it.
that's not really respectful. I think we can just go ahead and cancel your reservation.
Then what are we going to do?
I'm not too sure, but there are a lot of hotels in the area.
Why don't you just sit tight for a second?
I will. I'll be here till 11.
I believe this cliffhanger is him attempting to intimidate her with a call to the police department. At least that's what I'm led to believe here. But who really knows, since season 2 of this hasn't rolled around yet. But I'd love to know what he'd call 911 about. Like, what's your emergency? Well, you see, at the nearby Holiday Inn Express, they're not letting me steal someone else's room. No. I booked the King Suite and canceled the previous one, but I should still get the previous one, am I right? No? Well, what do you mean?
We'll cancel if there's no penalty.
Yeah, we can cancel.
If there's no penalty. Booking.com going to charge us?
No, but you just got to give a call to Booking.com and let them know that you want to cancel, and then there's no penalty. Okay, call Booking.com.
Do you know what the cancellation terms are? Is there a 24-hour notice? Is there...
They could tell you.
This is where the random NPC encounter finally concludes. For some reason, he keeps asking her Booking.com's policies as if she's somehow an employee of Booking.com now, as opposed to this hotel. What a real mess, This guy's bad news. I'll just say what everyone's thinking. I'll be brave. I don't like this guy, and I'll say it. I don't like him. I also don't know what the fuck he expected to happen with this whole thing. Even if there were available rooms, I don't know exactly how this scam works. Why would they just upgrade you to that room for free when it's your fault, it's your mistake? I just don't see that ever really working, but I guess it must in some capacity if it's a well-known tactic. But anyway, just wanted to share this because people that insult and be rude and nasty to customer service workers for no reason always deserve to be made fun of themselves. And that's about it. See ya.